Powered by Riverside.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome in tonight on the Broken Wheel Bearing Podcast as our first ever live stream event. If you're joining us live, thank you so much on YouTube and Facebook. Super excited to be alongside of you. I'm Matt Cott. I'm the host of the Broken Wheel Bearing Podcast. Alongside me is my co-host, Jake Belts. And, of course, tonight we have our special guest, Tyler Summerfield, from one of the best sources, in my personal opinion, of NASCAR coverage, Full Throttle Media. What's up, guys? How are you?
Doing good. Excited to watch this, and I'm happy that we're finally getting a racing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good news, right? I guess, hey, the nice thing about this is, right, like, we do this on Wednesday night, and then guess what happens? We got Daytona, and 1 week we're qualifying. So we're getting close to the 500. But, Tyler, you got your Patriots this week, so...
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm pulling for the Patriots myself, so don't worry about that. I'm a Drake May guy. I love Braves. So this is a good week for you, my man. This is a great week for you.
I didn't expect to be back this soon.
I know your rebuild. I mean, Jake obviously is a Steelers fan. I'm an Eagles fan, so I just was a Super Bowl champion. Tyler, I know your rebuild as a Patriots fan took forever, and I feel so bad for you guys. You know, it's a really long rebuild. You know.
Yeah. I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys up in Boston survived. So, again, if you're listening to us live on YouTube and Facebook, again, feel free. Blown Engine chat line wide open for all of you to comment tonight. We're going to be asking questions throughout the show, talking about multiple topics. Not just that, too, but we'll be discussing the race as the action is going on. And I apologize, folks. My head's going to be turning. Jake and Tyler have the better setup. For me, my head's going to be turning left and right with the Busch Light or Cookout Clash. Jeez, almost said Busch Light. First things first, let's open up the table with the first question before the race starts. And Jake, you and I talked about this a lot with like the Clash, where it should be, all that type of stuff. Tyler, I'm going to kind of turn the mic over to you. Last week we had a bunch of people sit there and respond that the Clash needs to go back to Daytona. Do you agree with that idea?
Maybe not Daytona, just because it wasn't selling. I mean, that's why it moved. Do I think that we come back here? No. It's just I enjoy them moving it around. I think I'd like to see it maybe go to like the Freedom Factory next year, so it's at least in Florida. Yeah. Maybe do that for a couple years. I don't mind going to small. I've just never been a fan of Bowman Gray. Like the racing there is just it's WWE to me, you know.
Sorry, not to put you on the hot seat. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, Jake, I'll go over to you. I know last week we kind of beat the point a little bit up. I mean, Daytona, what's your opinion about possibly going back to the would you want NASCAR to go back to Daytona for the Clash?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not down to see it in rotation. I don't want to see it there every year. I mean, like Tyler said, basically bouncing off of him, I do think it'd be a good idea to move it all over the place, try different places, go to places that they don't go to. I mean, I know last week, and then I thought about it after the show, but I was like, you know, Matt kind of had a good idea with the Coliseum. I mean, it was cool, it was prestigious. Don't get me wrong, but I do like the idea of trying it around. I don't hate Bowman Gray, but like Tyler said, I mean, it is like a WWE. I mean, all you're doing is beating and banging the entire time, which is fun. But
yeah, a lot of fans, I think, guys, they fail to. Well, before I get to my point, Tri-Oval checked in tonight. He said, lots of good folks on tonight. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate love, support. Next time we do a live stream, you're definitely coming on. No doubt about that. a big supporter of the podcast. For me with the Daytona Clash, so I like the idea of the whole speed week, right? You open up with the Clash on the weekend and then you go. But with the Super Bowl the week before the 500, that makes it extremely difficult. The other thing too is all these fans that wanted the Clash back at Daytona, where were you for all the years? Right? NASCAR had to think outside the box, get innovative, get fans into the stands. I know Dale Jr. kind of tweeted something out this week about how the Clash should go back to like pole sitters and all that type of stuff. But I just feel like NASCAR wants this whole like last chance qualifier, this whole like, kind of like a quarter of a mile track, which I'm okay with because I don't need to go back to like the Back to the Future theory all the time. We don't need to revisit old wounds. This is what NASCAR's doing. We got to move on. They're not going back to Daytona. They're just not.
Yeah. No, I like the LCQs and the qualifying. Like, it gives you more racing to watch. I mean, unfortunately, if you were working today, you missed it. But like myself, and probably both of us, all of us here.
I don't. Maybe you and Tyler, because I'm still on paternity leave.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But
all day.
I'm a huge Supercross fan, so I like watching extra racing. I think it's fun. It kind of keeps people intrigued into it and everything. But I think they should keep that format because it is different and it's a cool way to start the year off.
I agree, and I agree with that. And I think Tyler, like you said, I think a rotation of tracks. I do like the idea of going back to Florida, not necessarily Daytona though.
Yeah, I'm just going to California for something that doesn't pay points, that doesn't like really do anything other than waste a trip to California. I wasn't a fan of that either. I mean, I liked going to the Coliseum.
That's fair.
But that was my biggest, these guys are losing that much time at home right before the season starts for what? Some of these guys go out there and I mean, we all know that not every car is the same, so some of these guys are going out there to run 3 seconds off and then put it on the trailer and, come home.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying Cody Ware doesn't have a shot? Come on. I feel so bad. I knock Cody Ware so much, but I get so excited when he does well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel that.
And Tri-Oval check back in again on the live stream on the Blown Engine chat line, folks. Wide open. Feel free to chime in as well. Tri-Oval, he checked in. He said, did Tyler talk about possibility of Cletus McFarland's Freedom Factory idea? That was the track you mentioned, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have no information that is something that they want to do.
No, you're good. This is not breaking news, folks, by the way. This is not breaking news.
I think it would be a good place to go. It's, it's a short track. It's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to time it out, like you said, the Super Bowl is the week before, so you can't race and then stay there. I mean, unless you want to stay for that long, but going to Florida and staying in the Southeast, I think is just for a Clash. It's just where they need to go.
I agree with that. And that's why I like Bowman's Gray, just because it is close to headquarters, right?
Yeah.
My whole reason why I don't like Bowman's Gray is I just think obviously we had you guys had a historical snowstorm down there recently.
Yeah.
For me, I just don't like the idea of possible snow threats, and I get it. It's a historical. I just think Bowman's Gray, I feel like it needs to be a bigger event. I would rather see it as the All-Star race, but Tri-Oval actually told I was talking to him over the weekend, and he said that the All-Star race is almost it's a property of Marcus Smith and that company. I forget. I'm drawing a blank. I think it's SMI.
Yeah.
So it's a property of SMI. So Bowman's Gray is not. So that's why the All-Star race unfortunately won't go to Bowman's Gray, which sucks because I do think that if we're going to do that type of atmosphere, because I do love the North Carolina swing right before the Coca-Cola 600. Jake and I have not been down there yet, but all the teams in the race shops, they have their fan fests, right? All the fans come in and they have their fan fests. Keep it in North Carolina. And listen, we're up in the Northeast. I don't want the All-Star race at Dover. I can tell you that's going to be the worst All-Star race ever, dude.
Yeah. And there's no lights there, so,
Well, it's going to be hot as balls.
Yeah. Especially because it can't be at night, too. So, it's just I feel like that needs to be, a primetime night event, having that in the
totally
middle of
agree
the
with
day
that.
is kind of like, is it even worth it? You know, it's kind of like the Clash.
No, I agree with that. So that's a good point that you just brought up too, Tyler. And I want to ask you, because Jake and I kind of talked about this last week. Question for myself, and I guess I'm going to bring it back to both you guys and anyone who's listening live to us on YouTube and Facebook. Feel free to chime in as well. Has the Clash lost its lore?
Yeah. Could that be part because Fox also is in control of it? Yeah.
Good old Fox Sports, man. They're so good at every. I mean, I am excited. They've been promoting themselves that they changed in their NASCAR broadcast this year. And I mean, when they were showing the driver lineups during like the qualifying and the practice, they didn't have the cartoon characters. I don't know if that was just that one off, but if they changed the cartoon characters, that's a big plus so far.
It's only took 7 years to get away from that, so that's good.
They were like, okay, cool. Avengers Endgame's coming out. So everyone loves comic books. So let's make all the drivers cartoon characters. Okay, that was cool the first year. Now it's like years, like you said, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I don't need Kyle Larson as a cartoon character. I want the damn driver like you do for the freaking Super Bowl and all the other broadcasts.
Exactly.
No, I agree with what Tyler said. Yeah, I think it is losing it. I just like it's at the point that I look at this like, if you're not a diehard NASCAR fan, you're not sitting and watching it. I'll tell you this right now: if we weren't doing the podcast and it wasn't on a Wednesday, I wouldn't sit in front of my TV and literally watch the entire thing. I'd be flipping back and forth and watching something else. And it's no like hit on NASCAR or the Clash itself. It's just at the end of the day, yeah, these guys want to win the race. Yeah, cool, but it's like there's nothing coming out of it. I mean, it's not a points-paying race. Do I think it's a good idea to start the season off? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I got my calendar circled for the Daytona 500. That's what I'm looking forward to.
No, I think Fox does too, by the way, because all their I'll tell you right now, every playoff game we've all watched football. Yeah. I don't think I've seen one commercial for Bowman's Gray, but I can tell you right now, I saw Kurt Russell was going to be the honorary pace car driver at the 500. Like you said, I'm so excited, more so for the 500. Obviously, tonight's going to be fun, but it's more exciting getting ready for the Daytona 500, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look at the stands. I mean, I get it's cold, but I don't know.
And a Wednesday night.
Yeah, and a Wednesday night. Yeah, I mean, that is factoring in, but I mean,
I feel like
Tyler. Jack checked in. He goes, as a longtime fan, I still enjoy it. We waited since November to see these cars run again. So
solid point.
It's an interesting perspective. There. Go ahead, Tyler.
I was just gonna say, I feel like it feels like it in every sport, like the gimmicky things of like All Stars, the Clash. Even look at like the NFL, NHL, NBA. Like the All Star weekends are not what they used to be. Like, look at the Pro Bowl played a flag football game last night on TV. Yeah. I watched about 2 minutes of it and was like, nah, like we're not even we're not even trying. Like, I'm not interested. I'm gonna find something else to watch.
What, you didn't appreciate the AFC quarterbacks of Shedeur Sanders, Joe Burrow, and Joe Flacco?
Listen, I think I watched NFC drive down the field with everybody just 50%, and I'm like, yeah. Like, I understand you don't want to go hard. Like, I don't want to get hurt in a meaningless game either, but like, I understand being a kid being there and being like, oh, I get to see Justin Jefferson or somebody like that, but like,
yeah,
is it really worth it? No.
No, well, my quarterback decided to throw an interception in the game, so I'm just saying he's got stats.
I did see they did the tush push too.
Yeah, they did. That was really stupid. But before the cars are on the track, folks, I want to get picks before the race starts. Tyler, let's start off with you. Who do you got tonight?
Earlier, I took on Trioval's site. He asked the same question, and I took Ty Gibbs, so I'm going to stick with Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, Trioval, you kind of initiated that question as well, so appreciate you getting the audience started for the picks. Jake, last week you said Ty Gibbs. You staying with Ty Gibbs?
Yeah, what did I say? Ty Gibbs and Tyler Reddick?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with him.
Yeah, last week I picked Ryan Blaney on the show. I think I'm gonna stay with Blaney, but for some odd reason, after seeing the practice times, I'm really liking what I see out of Chastain tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, and also real quick, SVG didn't have to go in the last chance qualifier.
No, he
There's
did not. And I
progress there.
did see that. I got a notification on my phone about that. I was like, wow, there must be progress going on.
I didn't know we were on a road course today.
Yeah.
I feel bad. We talk so much junk on the SVG, but again, if you're listening to us live, One Engine chat line, feel free to chime in. Basically, an open mic night for all of you. I want to hear who you got tonight on your picks. Chime in. Let's talk about it. And then again, folks, I apologize if you see me continuously tilting my head. It's because, like I said, Tyler, Jake, they have the better setup. For me, my TV's behind me, so I'm going to be continuously going back and forth to the camera and also the television as well. So bear with me on that. I didn't really think this one through.
Did you guys just see the how much air they took out of these tires for the night?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were basically just describing that on television.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how these cars perform in this cold weather.
I will say this, in the last chance qualifier, for whoever watched it, I mean, what an ending to that race, though, between LaJoie and Austin Cindric, right? Like, I mean, Josh Berry kind of blew it away. He had an interval of 6 seconds, but the race was for second place the whole entire time. And they were beating, like you said, they were beating and banging the whole, almost like the last 15 laps. And then, of course, AJ Allmendinger with the slower car ended up bumping Corey LaJoie, who I kind of wanted to make the event. He kind of got bumped out of the way, and that's how Austin Cindric is in it. The one thing I did not care for, and I know they've done this since they were at the Coliseum, the points provisional, right? Bowman just went out there, basically collected data, and just pulled himself off the track. And I get it.
Yeah.
You don't want to wreck the car, but I was a little disappointed because I was like, oh, man, I would love to see some type of racing in that aspect.
Yeah, no. I mean, how cool would that be? You're probably the one and only time you're going to hear this out of my mouth, but it would be cool to see Denny Hamlin win after everything that he's gone through on this offseason. I get it. It's not a meaningful race, but that's the one and only time you'll ever hear me say
that. I'm glad you got that point out there. For our fans that are listening. Jake Belts, folks, notorious Denny Hamlin hater. No, I'm kidding. But I said last week, kind of fade him in this race just because, like you said, Jake, he went through so much stuff in the offseason, obviously with his dad passing. And this was just such a weird offseason, right? You had the Greg Biffle passing. Then you had Dennis Hamlin end up passing a week later. But with Denny's championship, basically, 8 laps away from becoming the champion to losing his father this offseason, I am pulling for the 11 hard this whole entire 2026 campaign. I would love for him to go out there, win the championship, put everything to rest. But the thing is that he ended up re-injuring his shoulder during the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much of an impact that's going to be for him throughout the campaign.
Yeah. So did they come out and say that Brad K could have raced tonight or no?
No.
I totally forgot to look up. I didn't know if he was gonna. Did they say anything about him coming back for the 500? Or is he gonna miss that too?
His goal is to be at the 500. So for folks listening to us live, Brad Keselowski obviously was replaced today by Corey LaJoie in the car due to a skiing accident. Jake, you and I snowboard.
Yeah.
And that's real serious. Corey LaJoie took over to 6 for this clash. Brad's hoping to be back in the car for the Daytona 500, but he ended up having an interesting tweet. He basically said, in short, he has to go through testing to get the NASCAR license back.
Yeah.
So
no, I knew he wasn't gonna. I knew he wasn't running tonight. I just didn't know if he was cleared to run.
No, I guess it's more of technicality with the NASCAR license.
Here we go. Green flag.
Yep, green flag dropped.
At least we're all around the same with Tom.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you do have that. Yeah.
That is nice.
I was nervous about that. Like one of us is going to be like 40 seconds behind and not know
Yeah.
what's going on.
That freaking happened to me on Phoenix at the end of the year. I'm getting texts like, "Oh, your boy won. Your boy's a champ." I'm like, "Yo, I got like 2 laps left, but thanks, appreciate you."
So I will say this, and it was same thing in the last chance qualifier. Michael McDowell took off in the last chance qualifier at the start of that race. It looked like Larson, same thing. They basically powered through at the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's short track right now for this car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they
Just
did
wondering
say.
if- what you
Oh,
say?
go ahead, Jake. No, go ahead.
I was like, I'm curious to see if we can get another Ryan Blaney thing. Someone start from the back and come forward. Really want to see how Connor Zilic does tonight. Honestly,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
want to see can
he
he
ended up
push
having
this
some-
car?
he had some speed in practice. He ended up not having to go into that last chance qualifier, which was critical for him.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how he runs. I get it. They're not going to run a track like this again this year, but you kind of can get that little like how's Connor Zilic on a short track with these guys.
Well, so far, Zilic started 19th. He's down to 22nd.
Yeah.
So he's already 5 seconds behind.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, I know we just brought him up. Again, if you're listening to us, whoever we talk about, just pick the opposite because it obviously works, you know?
Yeah.
NASCAR Gambling Podcast is probably listening to us and be like cashing in on some nice paydays right now from our bad picks.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I was surprised when I got the notification after how poorly Larson raced in this last year that he got the pole. But I mean, probably is the best short track racer out there.
It's Kyle
Not
Larson.
to, yeah. I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything, but
I mean, don't worry. I mean, all season long, I'm going to be hearing about how great Larson is. So don't worry, Jake.
can't knock greatness.
You can't. As a guy who appreciates Tom Brady's greatness, and not just giving a shout out to Tyler, but you know, I mean, I am a Brady guy, so
Yeah.
What do you think about him not necessarily taking the Pat side for the Super Bowl?
I think it's kind of stupid.
I agree.
I think it's stupid, and I'm like, you are. I mean, I know Patriots fans are telling Robert Kraft to take down the statue because he didn't pick the Patriots, but I'm like, guys, this is the best. This is the best quarterback in your franchise.
I will never feel that way towards him, but when I do know, like when he left, it took a while for him to like put out anything towards the fans, and then when he retired, you know, he put something out for the Bucks first. It took him forever. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like he ever connected to Boston the way he should have. Like, there's besides the giant statue. I mean, yeah, he won all the Super Bowls, but like, what is there that he left? You know, he doesn't. Any chance like every offseason, as soon as the season was over, he's gone to California or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wanted nothing, and I don't blame him. Like it's cold there, but I don't know. Like that was your home for 20 years, and like I couldn't live somewhere for 20 years and then just be like, yeah, that was never me.
Yeah. Well, he's down in Tampa. I think he lives in Tampa full time now. So
Yeah.
Which who
I don't
won
blame
it?
him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either. We're outside Philadelphia. I mean, I'm about Florida looks better and better every single day after every snowstorm. But then you guys got the cold weather, so I'm like, I can't
I was just
do
about
it.
to say it was like 35 degrees yesterday in Florida, which I would take that over the single digits here any day. I mean, it's still warmer than here.
Well, for our fans that wanted to put the Clash back at Daytona, just an FYI, it was 30-something degrees in Daytona, so it would have been miserable too.
Yep. Would have been cold for sure. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but you guys see these water runs coming down from the snow on the one turn. You'll see it when they go high because they pile all this snow at the bottom of the track. It's like it's gonna. I mean, it's not cold enough for it to melt, but it's still with these guys running around. It's gonna heat the surface up.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see if that turns into an issue.
Yeah, Clint Boyer called that out during the last chance qualifier tonight. And he said, he's like, there's going to be water coming, basically onto the track from the snow that they basically shoveled all the way down near the racing surface.
Yeah.
So I understand they were trying to
turn forward.
But go ahead, guys.
I understand like they had to just put the snow somewhere, but like you would have thought that putting it right there was like not the best of ideas.
No.
Well, who was
there
running it?
was
There were some drivers out there helping.
Yeah, I did see that. I think it was
wonder
just
I wonder if
like
that was their idea. Let's put it at
anybody
the
and
bottom.
everybody.
Yeah.
Well, both those drivers that helped out shoveling the grandstands was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Todd Gilliland, who are not racing tonight. So maybe they wanted more excitement. Just saying. So far we got Larson, who's above Byron by 0.79 seconds. And then you got Briscoe and Gibbs, who kind of spaced out a little bit. So Larson, as of right now, looks like he's starting to run away a bit until he gets into lap traffic.
Yeah, we'll see once they hit that lap traffic how they go through that.
I will give the credit, though, to where credit's due. I mean, they did a really good job clearing the infield out, clearing the track out. I was pretty skeptical with how much snow you guys got down in North Carolina that I was like, yeah, there's definitely going to be snow in that infield. There's no way they're going to get it. But they did a pretty good job.
Yeah. There's my whole yard is still like white. So
Yeah.
it's going to be there a couple more days.
How far away are you from Bowman's Gray?
Probably an hour. I mean,
Gotcha.
Traffic always makes it, you never really know. I'd say an hour.
Mm-hmm. I will say, and for anyone who does not follow him yet, I don't know why you don't follow him. Tyler Summerfield from Full Throttle Media is on with us, the Broken Wheel Bearing podcast tonight on our live stream. You posted something really, like, I never thought I would see that in my lifetime. A picture this past weekend of Darlington Raceway. If you haven't seen it yet, follow him on Facebook at Full Throttle Media. And it was Darlington Raceway with snow. And I'm just like, this is unreal. Like, I never would have ever guessed that in my life. I would ever see that in my lifetime. Ever.
Yeah, like I told you, if the snow wasn't so bad coming back, I probably would have drove around to try to get like closer to the track so I could get a picture of the track. Or I would have just ran up there. But I was like, I got to get home. Like, the kids, like, this is already, like, not the best time to try to come back. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Worst trip ever.
Yeah.
Worst Tommy trip, I guess.
The best part on your personal Facebook, they ended up like, was it you or your girl posted something, was like, let's go to the beach to get away from the snow, and then you guys got the snow at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. That we went right like the week before Thanksgiving, and I was like, we're gonna go one more time in the winter just to get away from the winter. I know it's not that far, but at least you're at the beach. You feel like you're not. It's not winter, but it was cold, and we almost didn't go. But I'm like, we already paid. Like, they're not gonna give me my money back. Like, they already told me that, and I'm like, well, we're gonna tough it out. Like, I've driven in the snow before. It'll be all right.
There you go. I don't care how many times I've driven in snow. I still refuse to do it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, yep, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's more of the other people around you too.
Yeah.
Up here, the first snowstorm, people live in PA like they've never saw snow before in their life. And they've been here their entire life, still can't drive in it.
It's like that with rain here. It's like as soon as it rains, people are just like, I don't remember how to drive. It's insane. I'm like, it's rain.
Just move. Just go.
It looks like there's a pretty big gap here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe never mind. There's a caution. I don't know what for. So I have the timing and scoring pulled up on the one side where just so I can see like at least when there's going to be a caution.
Yeah, it's a smart move. I will say right now, I mean, Chase Elliott sits in 11th. I'm a little bit surprised, I guess you can say, with his performance today. I mean, I know it's an expedition race, but last year he came down to Bowman's Gray, was absolutely immaculate in that first inaugural race at Bowman's Gray in the Clash, and qualified in 11th, sits at 11th right now. He dropped down the scoring pylon down to 15th earlier in the race. I expected a little bit more from the driver of the 9. I did. Now, granted, it's a long night. Things could change, but I'm right now a little disappointed with what I've seen out of Chase Elliott.
There it is. Red flag.
Oh, it's for the water.
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, it's
I
all
think
over
they're
the
just
track
gonna
now.
have to leave
Yeah, it's
it.
all over.
Mm-hmm. We got
Just
the rain
leave
tires.
it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the rain tires.
we got 41 laps. It's all right.
It's just probably going to be a problem all night, though. So
Yeah.
now you're going to get, 40 lap runs, give or take?
Yep. Which that pretty
So-
much is going to kill the field, essentially, because if
Yeah.
you're not really going to have the battles through as much battles through lap traffic, and that's what's going to kind of kill this.
Yeah. They'll probably wait till about 10 to go and throw another caution before the halfway point just to re-rack them and someone wreck or, get silly. SVG's
So what-
in last now.
Yeah, it looks like both of them, him and Zilich, went to the back.
Yeah. And you get Suarez right behind, or right above both of them. It's actually
Yeah.
weird to see Suarez in that 7 car
Yes, it's very weird.
this year. So used to seeing him in the 99. So again, if you're tuning to us live on Facebook or YouTube, again, welcome to the Broken Wheel Bearing podcast, our first live stream event. Again, I'm your host, Matt Codd, alongside Jake Bell. It's my co-host, and then Tyler Summerfield is our guest from Full Throttle Media. Again, questions throughout the night. Feel free to chime in. Blown Engine chat line wide open for all of you. We want to hear from you as well, right? Have some fun tonight, and that's what the Clash is all about. So, Jake and Tyler, last week I posted something on TikTok, and you would have thought that I committed a sin, right? So, love NASCAR fans, but I really do. But at the same time, it's like, okay, listen, I get it. I slipped up. It was coming off the top of my head. Last week on the show, I said that I believe legacy tracks deserve 2 dates. And those legacy tracks, I named, I ended up with 7 of them. And I missed 2 of them. And I feel really awful because I missed them. But the fans let me know I missed them, right? So those tracks, and yes, folks, I apologize. I was thinking it off the top of my head. Those legacy tracks I was talking about that I believe that deserve 2 dates in a Cup Series season is Atlanta, Bristol, Martinsville, Darlington, Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, Charlotte, North Wilkesboro, and Richmond. And because I missed Charlotte, I had someone comment, this guy thought that Atlanta came before Charlotte. Before you post something, you should do your research. Okay, listen, it was late. We had an interview. Like, I'm sorry, dude. No, I'm not saying Charlotte came before Atlanta or Atlanta came before Charlotte. I know Atlanta was built after Charlotte. But in regards to those legacy tracks, right? How do you feel about those types of tracks always having 2 dates?
Depends on the car right now, because if it was up to me, Richmond would just get 1 race. Bristol,
Gotcha.
maybe 1 for Bristol, just because it's not. Sometimes the spring race is not good. I know it really seems like it depends on the weather, and that's super unfortunate because the night race is usually pretty good. I know it's later in the year too, but still, like, weather should never be that big of a factor for a motorsport like that to affect a car like that.
Yeah, that's fair. And a lot of these legacy tracks do end up getting ran in the beginning of the spring, like in the March, April, early April timeframe. So weather, like you said, weather does impact those races. I do think that the spring Bristol race was fun in 2024 when no one knew what the hell Goodyear brought to the track.
Yeah,
that was a great race, though. That was awesome. What about you, Jake? Legacy tracks, how do you feel?
No, I do agree with Ty about Richmond. I can only do it one time. I'm fine with just one of them. Let me think about this for a second. Like, I like it being in Atlanta. Like, the thing is, like, now with, like, Charlotte not doing the Roval, like, do you really need that short one? You know what I mean?
Yeah, how do you Tyler, how do you feel about the Roval going back to the Oval?
I like the oval. I like the Roval though too.
I do too.
I'm not. I don't necessarily think that Charlotte needs 3 dates, but I feel like you got to have the Roval in there somewhere. I don't know what you do with it. If you want to make that like all-star race. Speaking of, I've always been pretty outspoken about this. I feel like just give it one shot. I feel like for an all-star race one time, they need to have like all three classes of cars just run and do like a little like Rolex 24 at Charlotte, or do it at Daytona if you want. But just do like a 24-hour or 12-hour if you don't think that these cars can handle that. You know, each one's its own class. And if you want to make it a little easier, maybe just each team bring one car. So then, you know, Hendrick is a team. All four of those drivers are, you know, I would just like to see something like that.
That is pretty
It would
interesting.
be different.
I will say to me, and Try Oval Life, he chimed in on the One Engine chat line. He was talking about the Clash. Back on that topic, I completely missed his comment. I apologize. Try Oval. He said the Clash hasn't mattered since like 2006, to be honest. Besides 2021 and 2012 were the last good ones, and I'm biased to the 2021 Daytona Road Course at the Night Clash. So if there was ever a road course that could come back, I would love for them to go back to the Daytona Road Course.
I wouldn't hate it.
I thought it was fun.
They'll never take away like a speedway.
No,
It's almost
no.
like Charlotte now. You know, it's like you have a fun road course to run, but the oval to the casual fan, you know, everybody would rather see the super speedway race, even though we're doing
That
50% throttle and
I agree.
Yeah.
saving
I
fuel.
agree.
I'd rather see a road course, in my opinion, but
Yeah, I'm the same way. I thought the Daytona Road Course, I always said the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series season, now granted it was impacted due to COVID, but I loved how they started that out. I liked how they did speed weeks. Then they went to the Daytona Road Courses race number 2 after the 500. Then they went to Homestead. Now, granted, I don't want Homestead to only get one date, and I would rather see it as a championship race than not. But I loved that setup. I thought it was incredible. And then they went out west to Vegas and Phoenix after they did like the Florida swing. I thought it was really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what do you think about Darlington being? I feel like it's at the end of March this year. Like I feel like that's earlier than normal. It's not, as far as I can remember it. I feel like it's earlier. Do you think that's going to like affect the race?
Absolutely hate it. So I went for throwback weekend, Mother's Day 2024, and it was like 90 degrees. It was beautiful, perfect weather. And I feel like NASCAR loves to do this Back to the Future nonsense. Let's bump Darlington all the way back to mid-March, where we used to have it, right? In like the early, like in the Winston Cup era.
Mhm.
And I think the weather will impact it. I do.
I enjoyed Darlington being like Mother's Day weekend. It was a
Yeah.
close
I
track.
agree. It was an
I'm
awesome
not
track.
off the top of my head. I don't know where they're at this year. If they're
Watkins
even ranked,
Glen.
like, yeah, see, that's like
Yeah, it's gonna be cold there.
pretty
too.
far. It's gonna, yeah, it'll probably be cold there too.
I guess NASCAR's like gonna. Oh, there goes Bubba. I guess NASCAR's like wants to turn it into like, oh, we're gonna race in the cold now.
There's just like really
Just
messed up
try
the
it out.
schedule. Yeah.
Go to Dover in January. Go to Pocono and end of December.
So it is funny, Jake. You brought up Pocono, and so they had a snow picture. And again, as we're on the
Yeah.
caution for Bubba Wallace, they had a snow picture, and they were at Jack Frost doing like their fan fest or something. And I actually commented on their like Facebook page. I was like, "You guys preparing for the Clash?" And again, going back to Pocono Raceway, if you live in the Pennsylvania, in the Lehigh Valley, or like in the southeast corner of Pennsylvania, Pocono Raceway is teaming up with Rival Sports Bar up in Easton, PA, for a Daytona 500 watch party. There'll be prizes, raffles, all that type of stuff. Go to PoconoRaceway.com to take a look at how you can get involved with watching the 500 with some great loyal race fans in the Lehigh Valley, and try to win yourself some nice raffles from Pocono Raceway. So had to get that in there for them. That's our home track, Jake. We always
Yep.
got to support them.
And Riles is right down, not too far down, 78.
No, it's not. So Bubba ends up getting caught up in basically the traffic jam. Ends up getting spun out.
Smacked Blaney's front end pretty good when he came around. Wasn't a love tap.
No, but I think so far what we've seen from the last chance qualifier race to what we've seen so far, if you're in that like between that 7th through like basically 20th position, it's going to be bumper cars the whole entire night.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Pocono, I know it's your guys'
Go
home
ahead.
track, so
Mhm.
you probably biased to it. But how do you feel about like watching a race there?
It's actually it's at first before I knew, because a lot of people in our area, they always complain. They're like, Pocono Raceway is one of the worst tracks to go to, right, Jake? It was always you go to Dover, go to Dover, you can see
Mhm.
everything. So everyone bought this whole nonsense that you go to Dover because you can see everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we started going up. I started going up every single year before the pandemic. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me try these seats real quick. So we always sit all the way at the end of the front stretch of the grandstands. We try to sit in like the 200 level. Try to get like row 22, 23, somewhere around there. So you're above the garage. And I would say you probably only lose them. You lose them in the back chute for maybe a couple seconds.
So
Yeah.
you try to sit in turn 3.
If you sit in turn 3, what the problem is the Long Pond straightaway, you'll lose them basically with the campers. So like I said,
Yeah.
our seats are all the way down and going into turn 1. So we see them hit the throttle and then basically see the bows going through turn 1. And then we basically pick them up the whole entire time. They're like, you'll lose them for a second because there's a bunch of campers up near turn 1.
Right.
But you'll pick them right back up and you'll see them go into the tunnel turn. And then when they come out of the tunnel turn, you'll see them. And then like our seats, we'll lose them for a couple seconds going, but we'll pick them up going into turn 3. So
like once they spread out a little bit, you are always seeing a car.
Yeah.
Like you're there's not a seat at this place, and it's well known for this that you can see the entire track. Which, whatever. It's actually a fun race to go to.
I was there once, but I was like a really little kid. So
Yeah.
you know, how much do I actually remember? I remember it was hot, so that's about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does get hot, especially now that they put it in that June, July time frame. Yeah, it gets hot up there.
I thought we were going to get lucky this past season with this rain. I was like, oh, it's going to cool down. We didn't even know if we were going to get a race. Cool down, a little bit. Go in there, and sun came out, and we were baking.
Yeah,
it was hot.
Literally felt like someone turned the heat on in a car. And I was like, bro, like you said, like that rainstorm, Jake, like last year during the tailgate, like the rainstorm was nice because it was like, oh wow, it's like I think your wife ended up putting a sweatshirt on during the tailgate
she sat in the car.
Because it got cold. But then like all of a sudden the sun came out and then it like just baked. It baked and the humidity just like went to 1,000. And it was just like, oh my God. But no, I mean Pocono for me, so like tracks I've been to so far. I've been to Pocono, I've been to Daytona, I've been to Martinsville, Michigan, Dover, obviously. I would say Pocono is up there and one of my favorite, or Darlington I've been to as well. I would say Pocono's right there with like Darlington and Daytona. Daytona, I was nervous about losing. Like Daytona, I was nervous about losing them for a long time because I'm like, it's a super speedway. There's no way where I was sitting in the 100 level, not all the way down near the track, but like in the upper hundreds. And I will say this. I mean, I lost them coming like towards pit road, but like I saw about 3/4 of the track.
That's not bad.
It was, which was great. Darlington, I think, has the best view in my opinion. Well, Martinsville does because that's just a paperclip.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been, Michigan's a great track to go to. Middle of nowhere, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd like to go out to a couple more tracks. I like to hit the local ones, and then I'm like, do I really want to go, like, take a whole weekend off to go, to Michigan or?
Michigan's tough because it's almost like you're just going up there for the race. Because again, there is like literally like the camping's incredible. They sell out every year with the camping. It's an amazing track to watch a race. I was absolutely blown away by it. But like I said, if you're not camping, like there's nothing really up there.
Briscoe might actually
you might get him here.
compete here.
Yeah.
Maybe you think Larson maybe used his tires up?
Hey, it could be.
I know he was pretty far out for a minute. I know Briscoe's going to use his up if he can't pass him though.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That high line's gonna take him out. I do want to talk about Chase Briscoe since he is basically battling for the lead right now with Larson. Briscoe last year, he went to Joe Gibbs Racing. I felt bad for him in 2024. It was with the Lame Duck organization, Stewart Haas Racing. Last year came to the scene, came to the party, and just exceeded any expectation I had of him. Not a surprise because he's in Joe Gibbs Racing equipment. How do we feel about him entering 2026?
I think you see him win multiple times this year.
I mean, he should be. Well, I guess we don't have the cutoff races anymore, but he should still be like within like what I would call like the final 8 to final 4.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, you kind of give him a pass because new equipment, but he definitely did a lot better than what I thought he was going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. I felt like for me with Chase Briscoe's, I didn't know what to expect. And I should have read more into him winning the Southern 500 with Stewart Haas Racing in 2024 as this guy's actually good.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to win in an organization that's basically what's called as is. I mean, Stewart Haas Racing just screwed all those drivers over.
Yeah.
And it was basically it was all political. I know Stewart's like, oh, it was for the betterment. No, it was political because you hate NASCAR, which is funny because he's going back to truck.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed with what I saw from Chase Briscoe last year. I really was. And when they said that this reminds him of Martin Truex Jr., I should have bought more into that. And Joe Gibbs is pretty good at picking, racers, finding talent, getting them in the cars, minus a couple years of JJ Yeley, but we don't talk about that.
Well, I mean, Matt, you bring a solid point because I'll go back to last week when we were talking with Steven. And he was even saying for himself, which I think you should have the most I can do this mentality. Like he was saying, put me in the good stuff. I will show you that I'm good.
Yeah.
Put me in a good car with good equipment, good pit road, good pit crew, good crew chief, and I will show you that I can win these races. I can compete with these guys, and that's what it takes, And Briscoe got that, and I blew my mind last year. I'll tell you that.
I think when we watched him at Pocono, when he won that race beating Denny Hamlin, that's when you knew Chase Briscoe kind of rose to the occasion.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You knew that this was probably going to be the driver of the future of the 19. Again, if you're listening to us live on Facebook and YouTube, again, feel free to chime in on the Blown Engine chat line. A couple topics coming around the table. A couple questions, obviously, to the audience in regards to legacy tracks. Would you love some of these tracks that have 2 dates? Or is there a track that only has 1 date right now currently on the schedule that you would love to see have a second race date? Also, how do you feel about Chase Briscoe going into 2026? Those are the 2 questions that we were kind of just discussing while the Cookout Clash was going on. Sorry, I keep saying Busch Light. Just change the damn sponsorship to Busch Light again, please.
Man, Byron just bullied Larson out of the way, but I think I agree with what Tyler just said. I think Larson used a lot of his tires up on that first run. If he doesn't get down, he's just going to continue to get passed.
So as we go into, basically late into the first half of this clash, one thing I want to discuss, Jake, you and I kind of talked a little bit about it last week. Tyler, I want to get your thoughts. How do you feel about the Chase coming back into the picture?
I'm indifferent. I didn't necessarily have a problem with the last format. Now, could they have like tweaked it? Yeah, because I hated seeing guys, and there was at least one every year. He would have a good like, oh my goodness, my bad, but Hamlin was giving the business. to
Yeah,
Larson
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm like, damn, Larson and Hamlin
We
started
all
off
stopped.
early this year. Damn,
Oh,
these
we
two
all
boys
stopped,
are
don't
setting
worry.
the precedent already.
But you would see guys like Bubba or like even Bowman through the round of 16 into the round of 12, like have a great round, and then the points reset and they're minus 75 points again, and it's just like that sucks for them because now
Yeah.
you can't keep that momentum up that long. But if it was changed a little bit to where they could be a little bit closer, yeah. But I don't know what that was. I'm okay with this. And now F1 obviously doesn't have any playoffs,
No,
but
that's
this
true.
isn't F1, so America is we need a playoff for everything. So, and that's where the money is.
Yeah. It sucks because I was a playoff guy and I defended the playoffs like it was my child. Like I loved it. I mean, I found the cutoff races were entertaining. Martinsville at the cutoff was absolutely just magic. It was so much fun. In regards to the chase, I think it's better overall for, motorsports. I'm not going to lie about that. Because like you said, there was times in the playoffs that we would see these underdog stories, and it's like, how many more underdogs could we get, right? Joey Logano, 2024, prime example. Oh, he kept winning into the playoffs, and he became the champion. And it's like, well, he was a non-factor throughout the first part of the season, but okay, winning in. I do like how they did get rid of the winning in. I will say that.
Yeah, maybe it did. I mean, people would sandbag for the playoffs if they won early, but that will kind of hurt people like SVG or like Austin Dillon. Like, do I think Austin Dillon deserves a playoff spot when I don't feel like he was on the top 16? No, not necessarily. But if Kyle Busch would have lucked into a Richmond win, that's my dude. But do I think that he deserved to be in the playoffs? No. I mean, he's like a first round out. So winning in, I liked it. But then, if people got too egregious, like Austin Dillon did the one time, like, that's also not good for the sport. So,
yeah. So you talk about Kyle Busch being your guy and all that type of stuff. Kyle Busch is on a massively long winless streak. It's bothering me because NASCAR is so much better with Kyle Busch at the peak of the sport. Do you think in 2026 he comes away with a victory?
I would hope. Listen, I've been in the middle of writing like team previews for every team, and I'm almost done. And I was doing the RCR one today, and I had to like check 3 different sources to make sure, because when I was writing it, I was like something about he hasn't won since 2023, and I'm like, wait, and I'm like, no, sadly that's right.
Oh, it breaks my heart because it's like, God, like the younger fans of our sport. And like, I'm so happy we get younger fans in the sport and all that, but prime Kyle Busch, you cannot tell me he was one of the best, not one of the best of all time.
Oh yeah.
The radio within itself was some of these.
Oh yeah. It was the best. I missed that.
Yeah, he's like, he's calm and cool and collected. Now I'm like, you're not Kyle Busch. Who are you? Like, like go. I know you're all about Brexton and you're trying to be a better role model, but as an entertainment perspective, I need you flipping out on a crew chief. I need it.
Yeah. Well, I think he's got to the point that he's like, it ain't even freaking worth freaking out. This is what I got. This is what I got to deal with.
Yeah, I think he knows that RCR is not the same as JGR.
No.
That's like being on like the Chiefs and then getting traded to
the Jets.
Yeah, like, wins are far and few between.
You said the Jets. It's funny. I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins are more in line with RCR than the Jets because the Dolphins are like, well, we had a history. We just suck now. Like RCR's like, we had a history. Yeah. We win here and there. You
could almost throw the Steelers in that one too.
Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong right now. Right.
Listen, I
'cause
know you're.
It's just the most mediocrity you're going to get. And that's what Kyle Busch is at right now, just mediocrity.
Yeah.
Listen, Jake's very excited about Mike McCarthy.
Are you really?
Fucking bouncing off the
No.
wall. So freaking pumped.
He called me up the day it happened. He's like, "I am the biggest Las Vegas Raiders fan ever."
This my one friend and most of my family, they're Steeler fans, so I get to have fun with that sometimes. And I asked my one friend, I'm like, who do you want as a coach? Like, because before Tomlin left, I'm like, I think it's time. Like, it's just done. Like, you know, it's run its course. Even if you win against the Ravens in the last game, like, it's just, I think it's time to move on. And then the Bills fired their coach, and I really thought the Steelers should have tried to get him.
McDermott, yeah.
They get McCarthy, and I feel like most Steeler fans, I'm not sure about that one, but I guess he changed a lot of people's opinions and hearts when he had his little press conference. But
the press conference was beautiful. I will say, Pittsburgh guy, Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's my home. Like, it was heartfelt, and it's like I cannot not root for him. Like,
yeah,
his family was there, and I'm like, I want to root for you so bad, but I also know you're Mike McCarthy. Like, I don't know what to expect from you.
I think it's Tomlin 2.0 for them, honestly.
I think
Good
you might
regular
see
season.
a little bit of a more high-powered offense than you did in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
but you're not getting
Should
anything
be.
else. They might put more. They might put up in that Houston game. Maybe they put up 17 points instead of 6.
We got Dan who checked in on the Blown Engine chat line, and he's going back to the Briscoe discussion. He's on our YouTube channel. Again, if you're following us on YouTube at the Brooklyn Wheel Bearing Podcast, again, Blown Engine chat line wide open. Feel free to talk to us and comment on anything NASCAR. We've been talking around with sports and all that. I posted up the comment. Dan said, I see Briscoe on the same level as Alex Bowman. How do we feel about that?
Alex Bowman's in top tier equipment, and he still doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, he should be competing for more wins. I'll give him that.
Yes.
Like being where he is. I definitely think that he's like, he might be in the top tier equipment, but he's like the 4th car of the 4 too. It's not like,
Yeah.
But I feel like Hendrick is pretty, consistent with all 4 cars. It's not like they're one car's doing good. Well, let's just put all the attention to this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. In regards to talent, I'm a Bowman guy. I do like Alex Bowman. I root for Bowman. I love the story. I think it's incredible. But like we were just talking about with the playoffs as underdogs, that underdog story unfortunately runs its course, right? When was, I guess, anyone listening to us, all of us on the call right now, when was Alex Bowman's last memorable moment? In the
Chicago
48?
Chicago Street Race.
Chicago is like the first thing that really pops up to me.
Well, even Chicago, if they actually,
I feel like he lucked into that too.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, Reddick was chasing him, and Reddick ended up hitting the wall, and ended up slowing his progression down.
Yeah,
it's tough. And like you said, yeah, he won Chicago Street Course, and again, a win's a win. I'm not going to take anything away from it. Alex Bowman still put his car in good positions.
There we go.
But the last Bowman story that I could be like, wow, this was incredible. This is great. I mean, it was 2021.
Yeah.
When he won all those races. And again, he didn't lead a lot of those laps in those races that he won. Seemed like he kind of locked into them. That's when Hamlin called him a hack. Had to throw that in there for Jake. It breaks my heart watching Ty Gibbs actually be successful at this because, again, talk about our fans on TikTok ripping me a new one about Ty Gibbs. I never knew there was a bunch of Ty Gibbs fans.
You know what? And they can say all they want. He gets the same treatment Austin Dillon does.
Yeah. Listen, I think Gibbs is good. I will say this. Ty Gibbs is a good driver. But going into year 4, it is put up or shut up for him.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if I'm Joe Gibbs, I know it's your grandson, and it's very difficult. And I know people are like, well, it's a sponsorship. You send him back down the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series if he doesn't win a race this year.
Yeah.
You know, if he's a non-factor in the chase and all that, you send him back down, try to develop him a little bit better because clearly at the Cup level, the sims are not working for him. He needs quality laps in the front. He just needs to regain his confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Winning an in-season championship isn't getting you nowhere.
Listen,
he always, I mean, like the All-Star race, you know, you take the top guys out, he's the best.
Yeah.
But
as he's leading at the halfway point.
right.
Right.
Hey, he was my pick, so hey.
Hey, listen, you chose him. I just had a friend text me who's listening to us live on the live stream. He literally said to me, he's like, "Of course you pick Chastain. Of course. Why wouldn't I pick Chastain, guys? I'm a Chastain dude." Chase Elliott obviously is my favorite, but Chastain is my guy. Like, once he did that Hail Melon, like, if that Hail Melon doesn't exist, this podcast doesn't exist. I will tell fans that. Because I said, I want to create a podcast so I can talk about moments like that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that was. I don't think anybody will ever forget that. That had so many people that don't even like talk about NASCAR, like talking NASCAR, and then you try to be like, come to a race, you get to see stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that's what sucks about taking out, you know, the way that the playoffs change is you won't get a moment like that now. But you know,
no, and that's the thing that I always think about with like the playoffs, and like I get it, and like people are happy with like the playoffs being gone, but like you said, Tyler, like. Those are the moments that you look at the playoff era, and it's like, we had a fan of our show. He was like, "Well, you know, Chastain, that would have been for the win if it wasn't the playoffs." No, it wouldn't. That move doesn't exist if it's not the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No one ever did that before, so you know, like you know, I'm sure somebody has thought it too. Like, I wonder what happens if I just don't let go.
Oh God!
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan that. Do I like that they took that away to where you can't do that? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, again,
but it keeps it interesting, though. It's like I had to do it.
Yeah.
It's a safety. Again, it's a safety reason and all that type of stuff. I'm not saying it's not the right move to do, but for an entertainment purposes,
I mean, Larson basically did the same thing at Darlington.
He did.
You know,
yep.
And he almost got to Hamlin. So, like, we weren't hating on it then. Maybe it's because it just didn't completely work, but, you know.
It is funny because if that works, I guarantee if Larson pulls that off at Darlington, I guarantee you that NASCAR probably made that rule change before the Hail Melon happened.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I bet it would have happened and worked if you know the top wasn't where you need to be at Darlington too, because Hamlin had it for the most part blocked already. You just like, all right, you're just gonna push me at some point.
Yeah. Oh. No, I will miss those moments. And, like, yeah, I mean, the reason, and again, folks, the reason why I'm so protective of Ross Chastain, and it's, look how he came up through the system, right? It was just rides left and right.
Mm-hmm.
It was, you know, he was trying to put together some sponsorships with the truck and Xfinity and all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, he ends up going to, Chip Ganassi, ends up doing pretty well there. Kurt Busch advocated for him to get that ride over at Trackhouse Racing, and Trackhouse is a top-tier team in NASCAR.
Yeah.
I can't hate him.
No, I can't either. I mean, he's the star of that team, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, off of, like, the merit system that everyone complains about that we don't have in NASCAR, like, that's the perfect example of a driver who followed the merit system up into a top-tier ride. And he is a competitive driver. He wins races for Trackhouse Racing, and he is entertaining, especially when he wins the race.
Oh, yeah.
Smashing Melons is the best celebration since Carl Edwards in the backflip. Yeah. You can't change my mind. Cannot change my mind on that.
Now, see, I don't remember what it was last year. How the heck will they come back out and start the way they finished? The first half? They will?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, obviously, there's no race off pit road.
No.
You ain't racing through the parking lot.
That would have been entertaining for the clash. I think we lost Tyler for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, Larson really fell off there. I think he burned all his tires up in those first 40 laps.
Yeah, I mean, so far from what I've seen from the race, and again, chime in, Blown Engine chat line wide open. We want to hear from the fans' perspective. What have you seen so far in the first half of this race? Right now, from what I've seen in the first half of the race, again, if you're sitting in between 7th and 20th, you're basically stuck in traffic the whole entire time playing bumper cars. Number 2, Kyle Larson, very dominant in the first half. I do agree with you. I think he kind of burned his tires out. And don't look now, but I think those JGR cars were patient enough to make a good run at the end of this race.
Yeah.
There he is. Tyler's back. Cool.
Kids.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we'll see. Ty Gibbs looks pretty fast right now, so
Again, doesn't mean anything. So that prediction still hangs on tight. Winning meaningless races, folks. Ty Gibbs.
I love seeing the Larson Hamlin rivalry started early this season in this race. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little welcome to the new year, new season, I guess you could say.
I will say, I mean,
Bubba spun
NASCAR.
out.
Oh, come on, come on. Here it comes. I guess we're back in the full rhythm now between Jake and I on the Broken Wheelberry podcast. Defending Bubba, going against Bubba. No. One question I want to ask the audience, and of course, obviously, both Tyler and Jake, is what driver do you expect to kind of be a surprise in 2026?
I think, and I guess it all depends. I think Connor Zilic is going to blow us away. I really do. I think he's going to compete in almost every race.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think he gets bullied around because he's the new kid on the block? 100%. But that's one person. I would like. Here's the thing. You and me talked about this at the end of the year last year. Not to impress me, but I want to see a Brad Keselowski win.
Oh, there's nothing better.
I want a Brad K win.
I want to see Kyle Busch win, and I want to see Brad Keselowski win, but that's
I
not a
would
surprise.
love to see Brad K win over him. I like Kyle Busch, but I love Brad K. Always have.
What about you, Tyler? Surprise driver entering 2026.
I don't know if it's much surprise, but we'll go based off last year and how not so good. I want to say Reddick.
Yeah, went winless.
Yeah. So I think he bounces back. I think Hocevar too, but I feel like a lot of people are on Hocevar to get it going. So
the thing that sucks about Hocevar, it's like how many times last year did he come close, right? Texas, Coke 600, Michigan, and there was always something mechanically that went wrong for him.
Yeah.
And it's like the talent's there. It's like Spire. Just like if you can give this kid, like if you can actually make the car work, like he will put the car in victory lane. He'll piss people off doing it, but he'll get to victory lane.
Oh, it ain't going to be the most clean victory win, but he can get you there.
Yeah, he'll get you there. A driver I like a lot. That's more of a surprise. And I don't know if it's really a surprise because of the equipment that he's in. I really like Ryan Preece entering 2026. I was utterly surprised with what he did in 2025 with Preece. I think that year 2 in RFK with that equipment, I think I can see him make that next jump. Now, will it be on a super speedway that he wins? Probably not. He's going to flip next week at Daytona, most likely. Put that on the betting sheet. But at the same time, I do like Preece a lot entering year 2 at RFK Racing.
See, I was gonna say Chris Buescher, but I'm like, that's probably what Matt's thinking.
I do love Buescher. I like Buescher
I really
a lot.
thought that's who you were gonna say something. I think he's gonna say this, so I'm not gonna say his name.
I don't know. I'm a closeted RFK fan a little bit. I just like Brad. I mean, I like what Brad did, right? Like Brad Keselowski was at the peak of the sport at Penske. He could have retired as one of the best, right? Win races, retired as one of the best. Called it a career. He had the championship. He would have always had the equipment to win races, but he said, you know what? I want to take this to the next level. I want to be part owner. And he went to a team, let's call it as is. Roush Fenway Racing was not what they are now. I mean, they were basically a museum on a racetrack at that point.
Mhm.
And I give Ryan Newman a lot of credit. He raced hard in those final years. And then Buscher obviously raced hard in the Roush Fenway banner. But when Brad basically was like, we're keeping Buscher and I'm taking over to 6, he had confidence.
Yeah.
And it definitely has paid dividends. I know they all went winless last year, but they brought a guy over like Ryan Preece, who I, for years, never really understood how he kept getting rides like in top tier equipment. So Stuart Haas when they were before the sale. But then he went to RFK, and I was like, dude, this guy's got some talent. You put him in some good equipment. He's going to put the car in the top 10, top 15.
Yeah.
We're going to ask the audience again, if you are listening live, is there a surprise driver in your mind? And give us some good ones. We don't give us the whole, I think Alex Bowman wins a race. That's too obvious. I want some dirty answers. Let's get some real good answers. Like, if you believe Daniel Suarez wins a race this year, put that in the Blown Engine chat line. I want to hear what the audience has to say. Who's your 2026 surprise driver going into this season? All right.
Nah, I let you down tonight. Our soon-to-be hopeful sponsor, Zins. I didn't even freaking get any on my way home.
We got Dan who checks back in on the Blown Engine chat line. Not about Zins, but his surprise driver this year. He's got John Hunter Nemechek. That's a really interesting one.
Very interesting.
In regards to the legacy cars, I feel like sometimes John Hunter outdrives Eric Jones. And Eric Jones is in the flagship car.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not an Eric Jones hater. I think John Hunter Nemechek, when he's on, he flashes the potential. I mean, could you imagine the season with a Legacy Motor Club car in Victory Lane?
Yeah. Wouldn't be on my bingo card.
No, that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
Here's a goofy one. Entering 2026, who has the worst facial hair as a driver?
No, Ryan Blaney. You're looking at him right now.
I was gonna say, I don't know how I feel about that mustache.
Yeah, shave that scroll off.
I don't know. Blaney's mustache, Logano's bald head. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Every time I see a picture, I can't get used to it yet.
I don't.
No,
I could have at first. I like double checked. I'm like, wait, what? I thought someone like AI'd him.
His hair.
Well, he grew the hair back.
Yeah, he could give it off his top of his head or his mustache, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not fair. So this isn't necessarily cut, but what do you think about like Corey Haim like not in a full-time seat anywhere?
I'm glad you brought that up because we hear all the time that drivers get these sponsorships. That's how they buy their rides and all that type of stuff. And if you look at the sponsorship model of Corey Haim, he has the sponsorship money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I guess there's no growth right now within the Toyota Racing family because obviously all those seats are locked up for 2025. I do expect him to be in a full-time ride in 2026. I would be very surprised if Riley Herbst came back to 23XI next year. And I know that he's got the monster deal and all that type of stuff, but sponsorships want their cars in the front, not running around 35th. And I think Herbst, even when Herbst was called up, I thought that was kind of a mistake because you can kind of tell drivers are going to be like career Xfinity drivers or O'Reilly Auto Parts. I still got to get used to saying that. And I
Right.
think Herbst is, talk about sponsorships. That's way too long of a series name. But I wouldn't be surprised if Corey Heim took over to 35 in 2027.
So speaking of that, I that's what I think too. Is he's just going to take Riley's spot? But what do you do if Riley Herbst goes out and wins a race this year and is like somewhat competitive? Like he's trending in the right direction. Then what do they do? That puts them in a not a good spot.
Puts him in a bad spot. I mean, it depends how high of a trend you're going. I guess if he's performing above, because there's always that line that owners and drivers are always expected to perform at, and if they're give or take above, if he's above that like Mendoza line, I guess you put him. Maybe you take him over to Legacy, go from there. It's tough because you can't afford to lose a guy like Corey Heim. You can't if your team Toyota Racing, you cannot lose him. And you're going to lose him if he doesn't have a full-time ride in 2027 because, again, he's got the sponsorships that come with him. He wins a lot at the Truck Series. Put him in the O'Reilly Auto Parts I don't think is the right answer.
Yeah, I think he just wins there too.
That's same thing. Same thing. I just think he dominates in that series. And then all of a sudden you're looking at what Zilich did in the Xfinity Series last year. It's the same thing as Corey Heim, and he's going to be too competitive. I mean, I guess if Riley Herbst does win a race, I mean, it's weird. And I know Harrison Burton minus the super speedways was non-competitive, but maybe that's the model that they go similar to if Herbst wins a race and is trending. Because I guess when you look at the prospect, because Herbst isn't that young. Let me take a look at that real quick.
Don't want to cut you guys off here, but we got hail coming down here.
Yeah, I think they're going back in. Oh no, they're going to race?
Nope, going back in.
I thought they were going back in.
Here's the thing: do they put the rain tires on and try it? It's got to be below freezing there now. So, all I know is that Matt, I don't know if you were watching, but Tyler, you're probably watching the end of that first half. Bubba and old Daniel Suarez were going at it.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's the reason why I do not like Bubba Wallace.
Is there any other reason why you don't like
He's
McDonald's?
dirty.
Okay, he's hard. He's not. He's hard.
I just want Suarez to line up behind him if they restart and just take him right out on turn one.
Oh,
Oh, it's coming down.
yeah. It looks like, they.
But here's the thing: with them pushing this race back so many days, how long are they going to sit around and be like, "Is it even worth going back out? Like, is it just call it?"
Yeah. I think you just put the rain tires on, and then if it's still too bad, call it.
You just call it a day.
Yeah, try it with the rain tires, see, and then.
So going back to the Riley Herbst discussion. Sorry, Jake, to jump in.
No, you're good.
So Riley Herbst is 26. He's going to be 27 at the end of the month of February. Corey Heim is 23. He'll be 24 in July. If I'm a team, I would probably kick Riley Herbst even if the progression's there.
Yeah.
Get younger.
It would take a crazy progression. And I don't think that he would have that in him.
I agree. You're going to, in regards to the progression of Riley Herbst staying at 23XI over Corey Heim, is that you're probably looking with Riley Herbst at, he'll probably have to finish 15th in the points, probably have at least a win somewhere on the schedule, consistently top 10 driver, top 20. For me, this seems very similar to what happened with Eric Jones and Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
I know Eric Jones won races, but he won a couple of races at JGR, but you had Christopher Bell in the wings that was just winning at everything. And you knew that he was the future of JGR. That would be my opinion. I would even if Riley Herbst was showing progress, I would dump him for Corey Heim. You just can't let that talent walk out.
Yeah, I think they should be lucky that Zilich came up this year too. So it kind of gave him a buffer, because if there was no Zilich, Heim would have to be up there. There's no way. And then Toyota just would have lost him.
Oh, easily. Now, granted, that driver lineup in 2027 with Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Corey Heim, that's going to be that would be a lethal lineup.
The 2311 last year, obviously they weren't the same as the year before or a couple years before that. I just wonder if maybe going to 3 cars is too many for them.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out after this year, because then that would be 2 years of 3 cars, and maybe they should have stayed 2 cars.
Now, you brought up with 23XI with the going to 3 cars. Now, granted, they were in the lawsuit pretty much the whole entire 2025 campaign. Do you think that the lawsuit had a negative impact on that team?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just the distraction of it, I'm sure, alone. And
I mean, there was
not everybody's
there-
Hamlin, you know.
no, exactly. I mean, there were reports that like if Reddick, if 23XI was not chartered, Reddick would be walking.
Yeah.
In 2026. So I do have a feeling that that organization was hampered a little bit from the lawsuit. Now, I do think that I will agree with everybody who's chiming in, and also all of us on the line. I do think with the lawsuit basically behind the organization, I do think that I expect them to be much better this year. I do.
Yeah.
I expect, like you said, I expect Reddick to at least win multiple races. I do expect Bubba Wallace and Victory Lane somewhere on the calendar.
2 times. I give them both 2 wins apiece.
I agree. I mean, I could see Bubba going into one of the super speedways, not going to win out the super speedways, and then going up to like Michigan and not going to win out in Michigan.
Yeah.
Reddick, same thing. I mean, Reddick's very good at Michigan. I could see Reddick win at Darlington, Homestead. I mean, there's a lot of tracks that fit those 2 drivers that they perform very well at, that they were non-factors in 2025. And I do have to think that something had to do with the lawsuit.
Yeah.
In regards to Riley Herbst, I don't expect him to win a race, though. I don't.
Yeah. Maybe he lucks into like a super speedway, you know.
That's
when
true.
everybody
I mean, he almost
hits
did
the
in
wall and
2023. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good point. I mean, where does the audience see Corey Heim going into 2027? He's not going to be up full time in 2026. Where do you see him in 2027? I mean, there's no way in my mind that you keep him down in the Truck Series or at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
They're covering cars now, Matt.
Yeah.
Looks like they're putting rain tires on.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it was just a little small patch coming through, but
I still think put the wet tires on just because it might be.
You might as well go out and try.
Why not?
What's going to hurt? One car spins out, or whatever.
Yeah.
You ain't going to see a Jurassic wreck.
No, they're not going fast enough for that.
No.
We had Dan check back in with legacy in regards to the legacy topic. In regards to John Hunter Nemechek, he ran some very solid races last year on mile oval specifically. Jones is always a threat on super speedways, but I could see John Hunter getting a win at somewhere like New Hampshire. New Hampshire, that's a pretty interesting choice.
Yeah. I like he said in the comment, I never count him out on super speedways.
Eric Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, Eric Jones is always a player at super speedways unless he's getting wrecked.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he ended up getting hurt the one year.
John Hunter, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a name that's just faded. It's not really talked about. Like, maybe there's 2 or 3 races that he's. I don't even know if I can give him 2 or 3 races that he's even a contender in.
Well, Bristol.
Yeah.
Bristol, I would. I mean, he's usually notoriously does well at Bristol. John Hunter Nemechek. Let's take a look at the driver profile real quick. Nemechek is 28 years old. He's going to be 29 in June. At this point, I just think that he does well with the sponsorships at Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
He does well with the sponsorships at Legacy. I mean, Legacy doesn't really it's so weird how much money Legacy Motor Club and how much analytics goes in the Legacy Motor Club for them to get mid-tier results.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Jimmy Johnson's part of it. Matt Kens is part of the organization. With how much winnings within that organization, how is it just not translating? I don't know if it's their scouting on drivers or what. They just – and they, like I said, they dump a lot of money into that program too. With the they're very analytical based.
Yeah, it does make you think.
Maybe part of it is because they're what, third tier Toyota team too. So
Yeah. I mean, clearly the impact's going to be obviously Toyota's going to be with JGR.
maybe they
their
would
top
be a good
priority.
candidate to jump to Dodge.
Yeah.
Be an interesting move.
I don't know how good that they would do it first there either, but at least you're getting like A tier
Yeah.
manufacturer.
Yeah, but then how many? And then they'll have to race the first year without manufacturer support. And it's kind of
So-
just like, what do you do from there? You gotta have to basically prove something.
Yeah.
Mhm. So going back to the Dodge point, Tyler, Jake and I talked about this last week with Dodge. How quickly do you think Dodge gets to the Cup?
I mean, I'd like to see them there within a year, but I don't know like logistically like how
Yeah.
all of that. I don't know how long they've been trying to work out a truck thing, behind the scenes. So I'm not too in tune with that side.
Yeah.
So I would like to see the sooner the better, but I guess you never know.
That's the whole thing, right? Like you would hope, like with Colleague going over, now with them having basically a mixed bag relationship with two OEMs, you would think that they might get there faster.
Yeah.
But I feel like Dodge is basically. I feel like Stellantis is like, listen, we screwed up so many times in NASCAR, we can't screw this up again.
Yeah.
And we need to do this right. And if that's the case, it may take them longer. But now you got this organization who bought into your truck program and Colleague, who's like, okay, Chevrolet's shunning us at this point in the Cup.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it's such a weird dynamic. And like, I'm surprised Colleague made the jump right away. I'm surprised that they did the truck program this year. I would have liked to see them do it. And I get it. Stellantis wasn't going back into NASCAR without at least one of a premier organization making the jump with them.
Yeah.
I read something, and I don't know if this is factual or not, but I'll just put it out there because I read it. I was told that, I read that Dodge went to Colleague and asked them, if you go with us, do you want to do this race for the seat?
Interesting.
I don't know if that's 100% true, though. I only read it. I don't really have facts, actual legitimate facts to back it, but I honestly think that was the best thing. Oh, they come back out. That was, I mean, Colleague being a part of that race for the seat, I mean, I think will help them. I mean, they get to choose from 15 dudes.
Yeah,
Have you
but
watched any of that?
Yeah, I only watched the first episode. I thought it was pretty cool. But
certain people at Colleague turned me off to not. I don't enjoy their attitudes. So
they're kind of weird.
Oh yeah, their attitudes during that thing was kind of weird.
Yeah, I saw the first of them talking about, was it a go-kart that was faster, clearly faster, and someone called him out.
Oh yes, and the guy called them out, and they called him out about it, but they knew they did it on purpose. And the guy called him out, and he was like, "Oh, where are you to stand up and talk and say something like that? I'm putting you in a car. You're out here, side the other." I'd be like, dude, I'm a race car driver. Like I know what I'm like. You should like that I'm noticing this. Like I know this car's not set up right.
Yeah, you should also respect that I'm the only person out here that wanted to stand up when everybody else knew it too.
Yep. Yeah, no, that was interesting when that happened during that. And that kid actually ended up doing pretty good on those, I guess, what do you call those, late model cars? Or whatever they were calling them in the show. But no, I'm interested to see what happens throughout I think there's another episode out now. I just didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I think the second episode came out today or yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, it's an interesting perspective. It's an interesting concept, right? The television show within itself, right? You're trying to get a driver that may have not gotten the opportunity that you're trying to put in the seat. But it's a little hypocritical here when your first race in the Colleague truck is Tony Stewart at Daytona. And it's like, okay, so like I would have rather seen one of the guys from. I mean, maybe one of the guys from the TV show goes. We haven't seen the driver lineup yet for the Craftsman Truck Series or the entry list. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, Stewart's now one of them. And I think there's 4 trucks from Collie going down to Daytona, maybe. So there's going to be 3, and I think if I'm not mistaken, there's already a few of them that are locked up to a deal.
Yeah, I think Brendan Queen's got 1 seat.
Yeah,
And
I think you're right.
Maybe Henrik, maybe if that sounds right.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Is like what do they get? Like 1 race out of this TV show, or like because I have no idea about it.
It makes it seem like Colley's gonna pick a guy and he's gonna run a season. That's what I'm interpreting from it.
Oh, speaking of, it's right there. Oh, the add-on was on TV a second ago.
Yeah. But like, yeah, so, that's what I'm getting out of it. That they're racing to have a ride this year in 2026 is what I'm. And I know Steven kind of touched on it a little bit because he was like, I don't know why they didn't pick me, which.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I don't know, like how did they get these 15 guys? How were these guys selected?
Money.
That's a good question. Money, yeah, probably.
Money.
Well, so I know a couple of guys are like late model drivers.
Oh, I got you. But it's like if you have guys that we'll use Steven as an example, has experience racing truck series, why wouldn't you go for somebody who has the experience?
Yeah, I think Tyler hit it on the head. It probably comes down to money because, like, the one driver is actually local to us, Jake, from Northampton area. And I know he was a late model driver.
Yeah.
Modified driver. So here, I actually have College racing truck lineup for 2026. And this is all confirmed courtesy of jski.com. Again, if you follow them at jski.com on Twitter, X, Facebook, and by web at www.jski.com. He's got Justin Haley in the number 16 truck. He goes back. Butterbean Queen is in the number 12. Daniel Dye is going to be driving the number 10. Connor Jones is in the number 14. And then the number 25 Ram is a free agent truck. That's going to be a rotating seat for various drivers beginning at Daytona with the iconic Tony Stewart's return. The race for the seat is going to be the number 14. And from what they were saying is the reality show is going to determine the driver for the number 14 truck.
But
so I guess it's a full-time ride.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is 2 episodes.
I was gonna say
the race is next week.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I'm like, what? We're either gonna know before the show is over, or like, what are we doing?
You're probably gonna do that, and then what's the point of watching the TV show now?
Yeah, I already know.
Not, yeah.
And that's the case. That's poor.
You could have done it for like the whole off season.
Yeah.
And, like, there was nothing to like talk about. I mean, there was plenty to talk about, but
yeah,
good things to talk about.
No, that's pretty interesting. So I haven't watched an episode yet, and I think it's more of. I think the show and the seat, obviously they're with competitive drivers, and these drivers it's not like it's taking you or myself, Jake, off the street and into a truck, right? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like these guys have been modified drivers. So in principle, the show seems like it's a cool idea where it's like, okay, maybe one of these guys will never get a real shot. Maybe this show will give them that opportunity to showcase their talents. But at the same time, like, do we have a favorite? Do we know who's like probably like, do you guys have a favorite who's watched the show? And even if you're listening to us live on Facebook and YouTube, do you have a favorite driver part of that show that you want to see in the number 14?
I want Austin Beers from Northampton, PA.
Yeah.
The only dude that I know, like off the top of my head, was Landon Huffman. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
I know the kid. I know the kid that called them out for the cars is like.
I would like to see him just because he called somebody out too.
Yeah,
I don't even know who he is.
He was the fastest.
He's done now.
Yeah.
He was the fastest after the first episode. He was the fastest driver out of all of them.
You You don't stand up to Matt Colleague and Chris Rice like that. You're done. You're done.
So maybe they're
He
just
gave it
gonna
back
pour
to
a
him.
bunch of episodes out because it says it debuted
I
on
want-
the 25th of January, and every episode will be out before the 6th of February. So maybe they're just gonna like pump them all out.
Unload.
So you'll know
Yeah,
who
unload
wins
this week.
before the season.
That's good.
Apparently
I'm
within
glad,
2 days.
I'm glad that they have that opportunity. Like, I don't need this show to be ruined because it's like, I mean, granted, you have an audience now. And it's like, no, in our luck, jski.com will break the news before the last episode. All right, so it looks like we're going back racing. Rain tires.
I mean, maybe
First time-
I think they've gone around the track 15 times now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So talking about more about NASCAR productions in regards to TV shows and like stuff that's coming out. I want to get both your opinions. So Fox Sports is going to be dropping their Dale Sr. documentary. How do we feel about another Dale Sr. documentary?
I don't think you can rewrite it. I mean, it's either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad, I think. I don't think there's no in between.
Yeah, I mean, Fox does good with everything but NASCAR broadcasts. Like they really do. I mean, like if you watch the World Series on Fox, it's good. Like if you watch NFL on Fox, it's good. It's just
Incredible.
like they just don't care, or whoever's in charge of the NASCAR side is just like they just don't care about NASCAR.
And the sad part is they have talent. They have talent in the NASCAR side. Like Chris Myers went right through Sports Center, went into Fox Sports. They have the talent there. And going off the topic of the Dale Sr. documentary, I'll give my thoughts in a second. But you talk about now, Fox has an absolute gem with Tom Rinaldi. And I know Rinaldi goes down for the big events, the Daytona 500. But the last couple of years, Tom Rinaldi has done a piece on Michael McDowell and Chase Elliott before the Daytona 500 that was absolutely immaculate, incredible, like well done. Like it was well written, well executed. Questions were incredible. And I look at Fox and I go, listen, I know Rinaldi's more of an NFL guy. He's more of a big game type of person. But if you want to draw the audience and make it feel like every race is impactful, because now there's no playoffs. So now you're going to have to really design to be creative. If Fox was intelligent and smart on the NASCAR side, they pull Tom Rinaldi every single week to do a small clip of each driver. Like do a small clip, like during the pre-race. I would rather listen to Tom Rinaldi talk to like Daniel Suarez's background or, Chase Elliott or Chase Briscoe instead of Michael Waltrip going down the grid walk 30,000 times acting like a goofball.
Yeah,
And
going back in.
And that's nothing. And
This
that's
race
nothing
is dumb.
against. Yeah. And that's nothing against Michael Waltrip, but I would rather see like the intelligent conversations. It's like you are Fox Sports. Make it a better broadcast.
Yeah,
Michael Waltrip is like a NASCAR cheerleader.
yeah.
Well, he's trying to be like
He's a hype man.
he's trying to be like Pat McAfee for Fox Sports.
Yes,
And it's
he
like,
is.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't work.
No.
And I will say this. I know that NASCAR fans, we're all very passionate about the sport. We all love the sport and all that type of stuff. And I tell people that don't watch NASCAR, we are not stupid people. We are very passionate people that love the sport and know the sport inside and out. And it's kind of a slap to my face. And I think everybody else is when you do something so well and then you remove it. Like for me, Rinaldi should be at every single pre-race, like in the Fox portion, doing a bit every single week.
Yep. What you were saying about Chris Myers though, like he is on the NASCAR side, and he's like the big race guy. If he's there, it's a big race. But then like Fox will throw him on a Panthers game on a Sunday, and that's like a D game. So it's like that's how Fox feels about him. So you would think that he would really want to like
focus on NASCAR.
Yeah, but I mean he is getting older, so maybe I assume like he must live in this area. So I'll do all the Panthers games you need me to do. I mean, he does a good job when he commentates them, but it's just it's strange that he's like the big man for NASCAR, and then I'm watching him when they're playing the Saints on TV, I'm
Yep,
like, this
yep.
is not a good game. Like,
No.
Hey, listen, Panthers fans, if you're listening to us live, congratulations on your season, by the way. I mean, I did not expect that. I know you were 8-9. You needed the Falcons to lose, or I forget the scenario, which the NFC South can just go into a dumpster, which I'm fine with. But I'll give them credit. They went to that NFC wildcard game against the Rams, and man, I was pulling for them. I was so pulling for them. And more so because I'm a biased Eagles fan, and I wanted the easier path to the Super Bowl, which didn't mean anything because McCaffrey and company beat us, but whatever. But no, going back, going back to the Dale Sr. documentary, though, for me, it's how many more documentaries do we need of Dale Sr., right? I thought Amazon Prime did an outstanding job. That was immaculate. That was like watching like candy on the television, how great that was. But now Fox is like, well, we need to do the 25 years since we lost Dale. And it's like, guys, I love Dale Sr. more than anybody. He was my first favorite driver of all time. I grew up in an Earnhardt household. But if NASCAR was smart and they wanted, and like, I get that they're trying to attract to a younger fan base, try to tell the Dale Sr. story over and over again. But if you did not get the audience for that story that you thought you were going to from Amazon Prime, what do you think you're going to get from Fox Sports?
No.
Maybe because it's on cable. I would rather see. Here's another one. I would rather see a documentary about Jeff Gordon, the rise of Jeff Gordon. The Rainbow Warrior was so critical throughout the 90s. Kind of helped with the expansion all across the country. Give me something about Davey Allison.
Yeah, I don't think you got to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tyler. My bad.
No, you're good. I will say, I being a NASCAR fan, I would never say that these people take advantage of that, but it definitely feels like it's just like that's an easy money grab.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy story to tell. Like, listen, even if you're not in NASCAR and you don't know the story of Dale Earnhardt by now, like, where have you been?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like we just finished watching Stranger Things, and I see that they're bringing out a cartoon version that's set between like seasons 3 and 4 or something. Yep. And there's characters that were never in the show. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I agree. Using the name and like wringing every penny you can. And I hate that they're doing that. It feels like to Dale Earnhardt. It's like, what more money can we get out of this? Let's just keep going. As long as we have the rights to do it, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'll probably still watch it no matter what. But at the same time, I guess I'm a hypocrite with that. But like I said, though, I would rather see NASCAR open up because I think Amazon Productions did a tremendous job with the Earnhardt documentary. That was incredible. All 4 pieces of that story was immaculate. I would love to see NASCAR open up their road gallery of all the drivers of the past. Yeah. Give me a Richard Petty documentary. Like, Richard Petty was a massive figure in the growth of the sport in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. Well, I mean, really the 60s and 70s. Give me a story about Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
How did NASCAR get as commercialized as it has? I want the pieces of the puzzle. And it's like, you gave me this Dale documentary, and maybe I'm being, maybe I'm starving for more, but I feel like giving me another Dale documentary, it's like, I already watched it on Amazon Prime. I'm good. I don't need I was 9 years old when he died. I remember crying in my bedroom when I found out he died. Like, we're good. Like, I don't need to relive that moment of my childhood that I lost my favorite driver of all time. I would love to hear Jeff Gordon's story. I would love to hear Davey Allison. I would love to hear, Jimmy Johnson. That was a 7-time champion. Richard Petty. Like, give me more driver documentaries and go in depth like the way that you did with the Dale one. But I agree, Tyler.
Prime could knock out quite a few of those in a year.
Absolutely.
Sure. At least I would say 3 or 4 drivers easily within a year they could knock out, and it would still probably be good quality. Maybe even they should just go, you did Dale, all right, do Dale Jr. next. And I know, people, you either liked him or you didn't. Like a lot of drivers, but and then you could branch off of that, go to, or like you said, do the Jeff Gordon one. That's like Dale Earnhardt's biggest rival. Start there. Mm-hmm. Like, there's so many ways they could go and different people, but again, no one brings in the money like a Dale Earnhardt. So
that's what I was going to say. You took it right out of my mouth. I just feel like at this point, it's a money grab. And you get to the point, and you know, the real people to ask this, no disrespect to like our people our age, but the people, our parents who grew up watching him, that was like that like, they're gonna be like, I got one. I don't need another one. Like what? How much more are you gonna change it from the first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
You're not. Like everything was covered. If you watched it, everything like you're just gonna change some wording, change some scenery.
Yeah.
Like it's like Tyler said. If you don't know it by now, you live under a rock. If you're a NASCAR fan or not.
Yeah.
Well, you brought up a good driver, Tyler, that I thought was very interesting that you could have spin off of the Dale Sr. story. Dale Jr., right? I want to hear, and he kind of touched it on the Amazon documentary, right? Where it was like, I took my father's fan base on.
Yeah.
And I want to hear more about that. Like, I want to hear more about that. I want to hear about him and Teresa and getting into a fight and, like, literally basically done. And I know you touched base on a lot of it in the Dale Jr. download and all that, but I would love to see more of that story because let's call it as is. I mean, he was on the verge of really breaking out. And then DEI basically was like, no, we're good. We're going to change crew chiefs and basically screw the whole driver lineup up. I mean, 2004 Dale Jr. was like, that was peak Dale Jr. Like, that was like, this dude's taking it to the next level. He is starting to come into his own. He's got the fan base behind him. He's winning these races. He's becoming a championship contender, which he was basically crowned since he was in the Xfinity at the time Busch series.
Yeah.
And then it all fell apart underneath of him. Like he won at Richmond in 05, and then he won at Chicagoland in 06, which was a very weird track for him to win at. But then he went winless for how many years?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can even do a documentary on the downfall of Dale Jr. of like what went wrong. Like,
absolutely,
I would watch that. I would eat that up.
The 2016 Dale Jr. after he got hurt all the way until he retired. I would love to see what happened because he had a career resurgence back in 2014, 2015, where he won 7 races in those 2 years, and then he gets hurt, and then that was the end of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You could do a documentary on him on Junior Motorsports.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually think that would. I mean, his whole career you can make a documentary on, like we were talking about. But I even think like Junior Motorsports with how he came with that and how big it's gotten. Like obviously, it wasn't just going to be like a freaking colleague racing. I mean, it's the Earnhardts. I mean, it was going to be a big team no matter what. But with like him and Kelly and like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, Tyler, Jake and I talked about this. I know we talked about this a little bit on Facebook. Steve Phelps ends up resigning this offseason, right? Mm-hmm. And we kind of touched base on, like, who would you want to see as the next president of NASCAR? And again, if you're listening to us live on YouTube and Facebook, chime in on this conversation. I know we kind of touched, like, you want kind of like a former driver and all that type of stuff. Is there a driver in your mind that you would love to see as president of NASCAR?
It would be, as long as he would want it, it would definitely be Dale Jr. But I don't think that he wants that. You know, I think that's why he kind of got out of the broadcasting. Whether, I've heard that maybe it wasn't him who wanted to leave, but it was they wanted him out. But I don't see that as true. Mm-hmm. I feel like any company that would want him to broadcast, like, you're going to get viewers just because Dale Jr. is commentating on the race. Mm-hmm. And granted, like, NBC, like, they do a really good job, but they definitely have the quote unquote the hicks. They did for sure for the longest time of just all these like just super Southern dudes, and some people enjoy that, but I don't mind like Lee Diffie. I like Lee Diffie. I think he's amazing, but so many people in my like all the time in the comments just hate on him, man. And I just, you know,
we get it all the time.
Facebook, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't talk. Why do we have this Brit on? Well, first of all,
get this English man off my screen. I'm like, dude, like this dude is commentated on more than just NASCAR. Like, even in the Supercross world, like they hate him. Like they are so glad when he's not in the booth, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like I'm not a fan of Ricky Carmichael in there myself. Like I just don't think he's good. But you know, he deserves his place, and Stewart does too. So they'll never leave the booth. So then you
Yeah.
just got to swap out Lee for the other guy that is in there sometimes.
Jake, president of NASCAR, you still sticking with your choice?
Yeah, I want Kelly Earnhardt to do it.
Yeah.
But I think she's too involved with Junior Motorsports to step away.
Yeah.
She
I mean,
basically she runs that team,
Yeah.
and she's good as hell doing it. I don't think
I would-
Dale would say no, you're not doing it. I think Dale would promote her to do it, but I think
I
she
don't
likes
think
what she
he
does.
wants to run that team by himself like that. though.
No, yeah, and that's another thing. I don't think he wants to do it on his own, and I think he likes doing it with Kelly.
Yeah. And she could run it. Well, I don't know exactly like how much. I would say she's definitely more in charge. But,
Oh yeah,
it's his name and all that. So, and it's a family thing to him probably.
hmm
That's all he
I
has
think the whole
left for
yeah.
no DEI kind of. So
hmm
I mean,
I'm sure that I bet Amazon Prime could probably pay her enough to speak up about that, because she did try to sell her land to like a data center here over past summer. And
oh, really?
yeah, it was a huge thing. She was trying to sell a lot of the property. It got denied. Too many people were very outspoken about it.
Yeah. I'm
They
sure
just don't
were.
need a data center here. Like, I'm all for technology,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
data centers are not. Data centers are not it. Yeah, they're going.
They're
Oh
done.
my goodness, they all wrecked.
Yeah, this is done.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess only
Anytime.
2 spun out, but man, that everybody could have just wrecked right there. What are we doing? Like 50 miles an hour, maybe?
Yeah, if that.
I mean, I was sitting there saying that Chase Elliott was a disappointment. He got through that pretty well. I'm just saying.
I mean, listen, they went halfway, so
You tried.
he didn't even complete a lap apparently.
Connor
Maybe
Zilla
if they
up at
completed
eighth.
a lap, we can say it's over. It's only 8:00 though. I say they give it till 10:00 to get this
Yeah.
in.
No, I agree.
NASCAR, they're gonna try to get it in.
Yeah, sadly.
I think that's my biggest fear is that they're going to try to push this out as late as possible tonight.
Yep. I got to
like,
see
what
some.
wrong-
I got to see a good first 70 laps, so I'm happy.
Yeah. You feel good about Larson going to the 500 now?
All right, he ain't gonna do nothing there.
Whoa! Listen, he's done very well.
I
over
knew he
Fisher
was
points
gonna.
lately.
Dude, when he got the pole here, I knew he was gonna end up in last place at some point. Dude, who gives a fuck? He's gonna be in the. You know
Listen,
what? I'll just say, just like everybody said, oh, Larson's not. He didn't not the champion last year. Huh? And these are the same people who wanted the chase back. Well, you got it back, and who would have still won last year? He'll be racing
never
for it in Phoenix. Don't worry.
I
ain't worried about
would
this.
never say that Larson isn't the champ, but man, the way he won,
It's tough.
Ah.
It's tough. It's listen. For our Larson fans, I'm happy he won the championship. This is nothing against Kyle Larson. I'm not gonna hate the player, hate the game, right? All that type of stuff. But
Yeah.
it's just like, and I knew as soon as I started typing out, congratulations to Denny Hamlin on his first ever championship. I didn't post it, but I started typing it out. Boom, caution. We got Tom who checked in on the Blown Engine chat line. He goes, I just turned it on for that restart and turned it right back off. Can't believe they're trying to run it. Yeah, I think we're all at that point now, Tom. I really do. I understand if this was a points paying race and all that. Well, if it was a points paying race, they would have called it by now. But
Oh yeah.
especially what 3-4 days late, and now we still can't get it in. They probably wouldn't have catered to the fans so much and probably ran it like Tuesday. The only reason they waited is to get like the roads more clear,
yeah,
so the
You know what
fans
this-
would come. If they didn't want to run it with fans, they really didn't have to.
it's interesting because like this whole week with like the Clash, reminded me of 2020 when they went to Texas in the playoffs. When they dropped the green flag on Sunday at like normal time. Then they got that rainstorm, they got the ice storm, and then they were in Texas all the way until Wednesday night. And it reminds me of this where it's like, okay, Mother Nature's still not playing around with them, and that's what happened down in Texas. I mean, they eventually the sun did come out and they were able to finish that race. Kyle Busch ended up winning it on fuel mileage, but it was one of the it's just weird. I mean, I get it. You have the viewership Wednesday night. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, but at the same time, I'm also like, it is an expedition race. It is an expedition race, guys.
If I was NASCAR right now, which they're not going to do it, like Tyler said, you got half the race done. Throw the towel in. Let's get ready for Daytona.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Like you gotta get the cars back to the shop. I mean, granted, they're in Winston-Salem, so they're not far
they're
from
all
the shop, but
less than 100 miles away from their thing, but still. But they're going to try to do.
I mean, you gotta be. I mean, you got to be ready to. You got to get those cars ready to go. I mean, they're probably going to be on the road by Monday morning.
Yeah.
Tom checked in again on the Blown Engine chat line. He goes, "The short track world is all at New Simra. Run it there next time." Yeah, Florida. I mean, I don't disagree with you on that one. I think that was a hot name that came through last week for us. And look, we opened up the show tonight and we said, like with the Clash, like Tyler said, let's do a rotation of like short tracks or do a rotation of tracks for the Clash. And yeah, Florida at this point looks a lot better than anything.
Well, I guess now that North Carolina gets 8-inch snowstorms, you're going to have to keep going south.
Tri-Oval, our buddy checked in. He goes, "They're an hour away from home. We got all night." Yeah, you're right. Well, and listen,
that
with
is
that,
true.
my man, you got all night with us too. If you're listening to us live on Facebook and YouTube, just saying, just saying, we will not sign off until this race is over. I'm kidding. I do have a bedtime. I'm joking. My wife's probably listening to me. She's like, "Damn it!" She's gonna be running downstairs.
They're gonna wreck again. Maybe not.
Saved that one. They're all over the place. Look how loose they are. There goes Dylan into the wall.
Hey, at least they're too wide now. It's not a
Yeah,
train
that's
around
true.
the bottom. I give them that. But one reason I just not a fan of this too is like these are like expensive cars to just bring for nothing to crash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we need to figure out something like another type of car. Like everybody bring. You want to race a Bowman Gray? Bring a modified. Everybody just bring a modified.
Yep.
They did the dirt cars at one time before, so like, what is it? Like, just do that.
Yeah.
Everybody, get a super late model, and let's go race on dirt in Florida. I'm pretty sure there's like the Dirt Nationals is this week or sometime.
Oh
soon in
yeah, it
Florida.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, NASCAR could open that up. A bunch of guys who don't know how to race on dirt.
Do the Chili Bowl.
Yeah, that would be. Oh my goodness! Could you imagine all these guys? I mean, Larson and Bell would like destroy them all, but like everybody else, oh my goodness!
They wouldn't
It'd be
even you
entertaining.
wouldn't even get a lap in. Guys would just be spinning out all over the place.
It'd be entertaining. I mean,
And you don't see this. Like
I
Tyler
would
said,
tune
you'll
in.
see.
I would.
I would. It's just like
Yeah.
Tyler said. You see Larson and Bell riding the top, the whole track, and all these other guys just spinning out. Don't even need to call a caution. Just keep. They're not in the way.
Yeah,
We got Tri-Oval checked in actually twice with us on the Blown Engine chat line. He goes, "I cooked a whole steak and potato during the sleet." That sounds amazing, by the way. And then he checked in once again. The damage here costs way less than at Daytona. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's true, too.
Listen, Tri-Oval, we agree with you. Do not take this shit back down to Daytona. We all remember what happened in 2020. I mean, Eric Jones won the race basically with a car that was completely destroyed. But we got fans that sit there and go, "Oh, it needs to go back to Daytona for a reason." Okay, for what? The Demolition Derby again? Come on,
Mhm.
stop. It's not going back to Daytona. I agree with you. It's too costly at Daytona. No.
that's why you just say short tracks.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, unpopular opinion, I take it back to the Coliseum. I would. I know people
If it
try.
just wasn't so far, yeah, I would
Yeah, that's
agree.
all. Yeah, you brought up a really good point earlier in this stream. You said that it was just too far for what it was, and that I don't disagree with. Right, like Rick Ware Racing.
They're all in
You know,
defense. Yeah, so I mean, if you, which NASCAR would never, but if you wanted to open the year out west, then you could have the Clash out there, go for 2 weeks, kind of like a Speed Weeks in Florida. But
yep.
where would you race out there? Besides Phoenix, you took away like your best track ever.
Oh, Fontana.
I wouldn't mind
God,
for them to start there, but I just don't want to go to LA for a week for no money. Well, I don't know what kind of money they make off this, but
Yeah.
it's not worth it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Triovo checked in once again. He goes, the 29 Clash was a rain shortened race too. Yeah, it was. And that's when Jimmy Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, spun, I think it was Paul Menard to end that race. Oh, the last time Jimmy Johnson did anything good in NASCAR, winning that Clash. I will say,
the race got taken off TV. I don't know. There's so many people in comments. I don't know. It's all mine.
I agree. I mean, we're here live with you guys, so feel free, chime in. Blown Engine chat line always open. We're here to have you guys chime in with us. One more from Trioval. He goes, they lost Irwindale, I think, too. Irwindale, yeah, they did. NASCAR doesn't. Irwindale Speedway doesn't exist anymore. That was funny because a couple years ago when the Clash was done in 2024. Because the hot topic was, well, where are you going to take the Clash at next? I remember being on air, and I said they should take it to Irwindale. Well, 3 weeks later, they knocked Irwindale down. So I was like, oh, there goes that idea. It is amazing to me.
There's your boy Josh Berry.
Just parks it. He's
like I said,
now. He ain't getting out of there. Well, maybe.
Whoa, a little fast in. Holy shit! I forgot where the brake was.
Speaking
of cookout, you guys, I know you don't have a cookout there, but like
I've been to it.
Cookout?
It's incredible. It is absolutely cookout is. I tell people up here in the north because my parents live in North Carolina now. They live out on the coastline, and I tell people all the time, like, if you ever get a chance, you gotta try this place called Cookout. And they're like, Cookout? What the hell's Cookout? They look it up and they're like, oh, it looks like Five Guys. I said, no, it's way better than Five Guys. Like it is. It's immaculate. It is. Yeah. I was impressed. I was like, damn. I was like, this shit's really good, dude. Because again, when I travel, I always try to get the NASCAR sponsorships, right? I want to give the companies that sponsor the sport money, and we go from there. But Cookout is really good.
There's they have two places. They're called Taco Ruse. There's one in Thomasville, which is where I think that's where Cookout like originated, and then there's one in Wilmington, I think. But it's Cookout, but it's like tacos and stuff. They got like tacos, chicken tacos. It's we went just to try it, and it was. I mean, I wouldn't drive that far again for it, but it was.
Yeah.
It felt like Cookout, but just like Mexican themed.
Mexican Cookout. Interesting. Jake, when we go show on the road, you're going to try Cookout.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven by one, never stopped.
We still got to figure that out. We still got to figure out which southern track we're going to.
I think
I'm trying to try these things, man. I just tried Buc-ee's for the first time.
Oh, Buc-ee's.
Like, a few months ago. And I felt like Buc-ee's has been around forever. And I just tried it for the first time. And damn, was that the best brisket I ever had in my life.
Buc-ee's is I've been to multiple of them. I've been to the one.
I was at the Rockingham one.
I've been to one in Florence, South Carolina. And then I've been to the one outside Daytona Beach and St. Augustine. And the one in Florence was the problem with the one in Florence is I was going to the race in Darlington in 2024. So I did their breakfast. Their breakfast wasn't that great. Nothing to write home about. But Yeah, that brisket. Oh, that brisket cheesesteak taco, man. I still have dreams about that. That is so good, dude. Like that is
I
incredible.
definitely want to try the cookout though. I did drive
Cook-
by one, didn't stop.
It's very overwhelming though. Like I would
It is.
walk up to the window or go. Don't try to order through the drive-through because you're gonna. No, one, you're
You're
not
gonna
gonna understand
stall.
what you're saying, and you're just gonna be looking at that menu
So-
like, what do I order?
So it's
Then they're
like
gonna
you
see
walk
our-
into a Bucky's and you're like, where the hell do I start? This place is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
They're gonna read our license plates when we go through drive-through. And they'll be like, "Oh, you damn Northerners! You know what the hell is going on?" You know. We got Tom who checked in on the Blend Engine chat line again. He said, "Run the Clash on iRacing, save everyone money and time."
I agree.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, the problem is though, is I look back at that time during COVID when they were running the races on iRacing, and like while it was entertaining, it was still like I want the real thing. I
Yeah.
want the real
Oh
thing.
yeah. I mean, obviously want the real thing, but like, I like playing the NASCAR game. I'm in
Yeah.
the process of going to start building a simulator, but it's like that shit was cool.
Yeah.
Like they were like, we're figuring something out.
Mm-hmm.
I get it; it's not the real thing, but it was just for one race. Just for one race, I thought it was cool. Like the setups that these guys had, how these things move and shit. Like that was cool.
You got Timmy Hill with a desk
Yeah, yeah,
and his little the same
Yes.
steering wheel I have.
yeah.
I will, like I said, I will say it was fun that they did it. Like it kept the fans entertained. It was an hour and a half for a race or something
Yeah.
like that. But at the same time, it's still tough because it was like that time was so weird because it was just like, oh man, we actually got something to watch, and then all of a sudden you're watching, and it's like I remember going through like 10 laps of it, and I'm like, okay, this is cool, but give me the fucking
Yeah.
cars back on the track,
Yeah.
dude. Like I want to hear the engines roar, man.
Yeah.
So Tyler, you were saying Martinsville. Well, I was like, we got to figure out our southern
There's
track.
cookouts near Martinsville.
Is there?
Yeah, last time we went to Martinsville, we stopped at Cookout. I mean, it's not like right at the track, but I don't remember where the closest one was. But I know we stopped at Cookout.
So fun story about.
I would love to
Martinsville.
go to Martinsville.
Fun story about Martinsville. In case our audience and whoever's never been to Martinsville is to me one of the coolest. It's literally like Lambeau Field for NASCAR. It's in the middle of a town, right? And we were driving from North Carolina into Virginia when we were down there back in 2024. And there's a Sheetz down the street from the track. And it was probably, I would say, about 8:00 in the morning. I needed to get beer. And I'm an idiot because in North Carolina, I forgot that North Carolina does not start selling beer until I think it's like 12:00 in the afternoon. So we got into Virginia, we got in the Sheetz, and I was like, can I get a beer? And they're like, yeah, go help yourself. And as I'm getting beer, there's all Team Penske spotters with Wood Brothers spotters standing in line with me. And I'm like, they're all dressed properly with their white shirts, the pants. And there's my drunk ass like going, hey, I got a case of Busch. Like, let's go. We're all going to the same place. You guys want a beer? But Martinsville is entertaining. I don't know. Like right now, Tyler, our choices are at the moment Richmond. We're thinking about doing this Saturday night. We're thinking about doing Bristol for the Saturday night race. Jake, I contemplated maybe Coca-Cola 600.
If you've never,
I
been
do
the
wanna go to
600, you have
Richmond
to
night
do it
race.
once.
Which one, Coke or Charlotte?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the 600. I mean, it's long,
yeah.
but it's worth. And right now with these cars at that track, oh god, like yeah.
The racing's been great there.
Like I want to go to the Indy 500, but
Yeah.
right now I'm just like no, like I can't. Like these cars
Yeah.
are too good at that track,
hmm
and it's
Do you
20 minutes for me. So
go every year?
yeah.
Yeah.
Since I moved here, yeah.
Gotcha. I was gonna
I
say
might
since
be
you're
going to the Indy 500 this year, Matt. Actually,
well, there goes the Coke 600 for us, Jake. There we go. I'm not going.
so
I'm not doing live
no,
event.
because as soon as you said, I want to do Richmond night race. I
Yeah.
like. It's not far from us. It's not that bad of a job. You can stay overnight down there after the race. Like, it's not you got to rush to hell home.
Mm-hmm.
Drive down Saturday morning, drive back Sunday morning. Like, it all pans out good. But yeah, I was asked to go to the Indy 500 by my brother-in-law. So, I mean, we'll see if it works out.
Well, you go to the Indy 500 and you do a live broadcast out there. Bring your shit. Bring your stuff.
I'm not an IndyCar fan, but they're like, you got to do it once in your life, and then whatever.
Yeah, that's
like-
what I say. It's like I can't IndyCar. I can't get into it just because it's like
No.
it's just not entertaining to me. I like F1, but IndyCar is just
Do
different.
you really?
Oh, I love F1. Like if it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning race, as long as I really don't have nothing to do next day, I'll go to sleep early or stay up just to watch it.
No kidding. That's the only series I can't get in.
I can't stand
into
it either.
F1. It's just it's
This
tough
year-
because
This year might be the year because they got new cars.
They changed the cars,
everybody's-
right? Yeah.
They're a little bit smaller. Everybody's on a level playing field, so we'll see how that goes.
it's just
I don't
like
really know
NASCAR.
who's good right now, so because every day of practice, like somebody else was better. So
Mm-hmm. It's F1's like I guess in the last car it was just tough for me because it's like I can't get behind turning something on and then I'm at 21-second intervals from the leader to second, and then ESPN would be like, oh, go on our Twitter page on our poll to see who the driver of the day was, and it's like, well, clearly the guy who's winning, and he's 21
Mhm.
seconds ahead. Like, what do you mean driver of the
Yeah.
day? Like, it's Verstappen, duh.
well, the last year, you might
struggled,
have got
didn't he?
into it at the end. I don't know that he struggled. They definitely for their car for a while was not where it should have been, and I mean McLaren stepped up.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, it was like he was reeling them in, and just ran out of races. But it was, I think I got a couple people into F1 just from that storyline of like he's slowly reeling them in. Like he was like 200 points behind and like no chance, like 1% chance to win a championship. And then it's like everybody's like, oh, Verstappen's really about to do this again.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just you might be right. Maybe this might be the year, but I think isn't the television rights over to Apple TV now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
We'll see what they do with that. ESPN did pretty good, I thought. Like it was no commercials ever, but it would sometimes it was like as soon as the race was over, they'd get on the podium, end it. Like that's it. Like there's no talk after. Which I mean, if that's what you're into,
Yeah, I mean, which is funny because I loved what Amazon Prime did for NASCAR this year with the no commercials.
Yeah, that's
And
why I
then we
watch
had-
Fox Sports.
And then we had a lot of people complain about Amazon Prime's coverage. And I go, it's only because they had no commercials. It's like, no, they actually did. Like, they did exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The production was incredible. The camera angles were really good. Everything was incredible with Prime. I'm actually looking forward to Prime again this year.
I'm not just because I'm not ready to hear people already saying, "Oh, I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay." For that. I'm like,
If
I
you're-
would put every week, like, "Hey, man, like they're offering a free 5 weeks. You get
Yep.
all 5 races." Well, I still got to put my credit card in there. We'll cancel it.
Yeah. Well, and then we had people comment all the way up until I think like a couple weeks ago. I had like a question on like one of our Facebook chats, and they're like, "Yeah, Amazon Prime lied to us because I put my card in, and I got charged for Prime." I'm like, first of all, it's 2026, dude. Like everyone uses Amazon Prime. Knock it off. Like, come on. They're like, it's so funny how I agree with you. The complaints for Amazon Prime was absolutely annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most
And they're
of
like-
the time, it's like old people, which I mean, I understand. Like,
I get it. Yeah.
Technology changes so much. Like we're young. I'm sure when we're old, we'll be like,
Oh, 100%. I'm already complaining about Apple TV.
But like the people that complain about like being on Prime, I'm like, it's $7. Like one, it was free, but
Mhm.
even not, it's $7.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on a fixed income. Well, I understand that, but like if you can't find $7, you got other priorities you got to fix. Like,
Yeah.
but I try to not say that stuff back to people. I'm just like, okay.
No, well, I mean, yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like, I mean,
sometimes
also-
go on rants, and then everybody gets it, and they're like, "Did your page get hacked?" I'm like, "No, I'm just tired of everybody." I'm like, I don't care if I lose 10 followers over this. Like,
Well, I do want to say one thing, and I know you've been quiet about this. 20K. 20,000 followers. That's absolutely incredible, Tyler.
yeah, trust me, it's crazy. Listen, when I hit 100, I'm like, oh my gosh, like there's 100 people out there that like actually like want to read my stuff. Like even today, I'm like, I don't know why so many people follow me. Like, there's no way that I'm like that entertaining. Like, it's just it's seriously like surreal.
No, I saw that. That was cool. That's awesome.
It's immaculate. I mean, 20,000 followers is incredible. Like you said, though, like even if you got like 100, it's like 100 people actually want to. Like I tell Jake all the time, I'm like 100 people actually want to listen to us. Like that's awesome. Like we're two dudes just talking about a sport that we love. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I literally started that from fantasy football, and I mean, you've seen when I had time when I would actually make the magazines and stuff. Like it all started because I would just write stuff like that and just trash talk to other people in the league, and and everybody's like, you should like actually write.
Yeah.
I don't even go to school for that. Like, I go to school for criminal justice. So like,
same. I will say this: if you have not followed him yet, Tyler Summerfield, Full Throttle Media. This is your source for NASCAR stuff throughout the season. Like, just go follow him right now. Let's try to get you to 25.
I was going to say, well, the last time he was on, we had him on last season, he was at 15, like 5,000. It hasn't even been that long. Like, that's crazy.
So it's so funny because Tyler.
Not to interrupt you, but they were.
No. You're good. So it's funny because Tyler was just talking about fantasy football, and for everyone that doesn't know, him and I are. Well, he's the commissioner of the league. I'm in it, and I had a bad season. I started off.
Let me know when a spot opens.
Oh,
there's one.
We're doing a dynasty league. Doing a dynasty league.
Yeah,
there's one spot open.
One, yeah, just one left.
Hey, if you're willing to let me join, I'll join. I'm in the fantasy.
Okay.
It's sleeper league.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm glad that everybody that was in the league last year is coming over too.
Yeah,
except two people, but I can't control that.
There we go.
I offered it to everybody first. That was there. I thought we had a good group of people.
We did. Everyone was entertained. Everyone was into it and all that type of stuff. And
that's why I wanted to do Dynasty. If like we can actually have 10 people or 12, like yeah.
It is funny though because at the end of the fantasy season, you reach out to me and you're like, "Hey, I wanted to let you know, just because of how bad the off season is, I didn't want to just bring it up." But he's like, I remember you telling me you're like, "I got 20,000 followers." And I was like, "That's immaculate!" Like, what? You celebrate yourself, dude. I know it's been a weird off season, but man, that's incredible.
Yeah. It was bad timing when I got that though. It was a lot of sad stuff in NASCAR going on. I'm like, I'm not posting this.
No.
We just.
And how long ago did you start the page?
Like March 20. I think this will be my second full year.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I'm gonna look though.
Matt, we're gonna get there one day. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know we are.
Tyler is our motivation. We're
March 2024 is when I started it.
Oh, damn.
Damn. That's incredible.
In 2 years. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Not almost 2 years.
I'm trying to think of like what. I mean, the popular stuff like is definitely like the weekly schedules, and TV schedules. Those are.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you do is immaculate. That's incredible what you do with that.
I look at your stuff to see what the schedule is. Because I'm like, I just pull up my thing and boom, Full Throttle Media, get me right where I need. I don't even have to go online. Just go right on Facebook.
Trioval told me I'm the new Yellow Page guy.
I mean, you are.
It's tired and you took over at the right time.
That's it. It's the funniest thing. And Trioval, talk about a guy who's a promoter within like everything else. Like that dude like loves like all of us. Like he's just like promote, and it's like It's so funny how like this sport of why like I remember being like a kid. I remember a teacher up here. They were telling me like, "Oh, NASCAR's not going to get you anywhere." NASCAR got me a lot of good friends, dude.
Yeah.
I have a podcast off of it and like all that type of stuff.
Meet some
Yeah.
cool ass people at the track.
You do.
Yeah, me and him live next town over from each other.
Oh,
too.
really?
We didn't know
That's
that for
so
the longest
funny.
time. I'm like, where do you live? And he told me what town he lived. I'm like, holy shit.
So in regards to you got the 20,000 followers, right? What is the craziest comment you've ever received on like one of your posts? Like one that was just, like made you like, if I answer this, like I'm gonna be pissed off.
There's been plenty. So I also have it to where it like filters certain words because
yeah,
you know certain drivers in this sport get called certain words that
yeah.
I
can
don't
see
want
that.
all over. I just don't want that all over my comments. If I see like some things go like viral way too quick and I can't keep up with the comments, but like most of the stuff, like if I can read every comment, if it's like hate, I just delete that.
No, I
Very
feel
few
it.
people have ever got blocked too, unless you're like hardcore, like showing your racism. You know, I
Yeah.
just don't.
Yeah.
I'm not entertaining that.
No, and it's on call for. It's just on absolutely on call for. It's 2026, people. Like enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we up here we've known people who like have said stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to be associated with you because we actually have fans that are African American, like of different nationalities. I don't need your language to like. There was one person that shared a story one time, and I'm like, yeah, dude, you just ruined that kid's day. Like, what if
Yep.
that kid is wants to be like the next mechanic or like something like do you guys think?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the schedules, that's probably the most, hits the most. I do have a couple interviews lined up. I can't
Nice.
release those names yet.
No, you're good. You're good.
It'll be good.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to reading it and listening to it.
It's also like I quit doing interviews for a while because I feel like it's hard. For one, it's hard to. I don't have a following, and I don't use any other like social media for this page. So it's like if I try to message people, hey, I'm Full Throttle Media, such and such, and then I message them on Instagram, and I have 50 followers. They're like, why would I
Who
give
is
you
this
my
guy?
time?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and Facebook is so hard. So I try to go through a lot of like people's like PRs and stuff to get interviews, but I also just am like, what is realistic for someone like me to like, who should I be asking for their time of day?
Yeah. It's
So-
interesting you said that because during this off season, like we're trying to get more into like driver interviews. We had Stephen Malazzi on last week. Great dude. His story is awesome just because he's a Temple Law, and when you think of Temple University, you don't think of NASCAR.
Yeah.
So he was really cool. Unfortunately, I don't know why Facebook does this, and if Zuckerberg's paying attention to me, like I'm going to continue bitching, and like I don't care what you say. Just give me access to my my Broken Wheel Bearing Podcast Facebook page, and let me have access into messaging like celebrities, like because I go on my personal Facebook page,
Or you can't
and we've
message
reached
people?
out not through the Broken Wheel Bearing because I don't have it. I did something weird; it blocks it. So I go on my personal Facebook page, and I reached out to a few drivers. Stephen Malazzi was one that reached back out to me. He was a great dude about it. A great interview. He's a great guy. But at the same time, I tried to reach out to two others, and I saw the one actually read my comment and never responded back. And I'm like, what drives me nuts is I was a fan of this guy, like, and I still am. But I'm just like, dude, Frankie Muniz, just answer me. I just want to interview you, dude. you know? But he's probably, like you said, he's probably looking at me like, who the hell is this guy? I can't talk to you.
Yeah, that's like, I feel that. It's just really, and like, I don't know. I only try to just do like, let me just type this up because I'm not a camera guy. Like, I don't want to be in front of the camera and doing this is even like overwhelming sometimes.
Well, we appreciate you on here. We do.
Right.
I appreciate coming on here. I enjoy coming
Yeah.
on here. It's just
It's
out of
fun.
my it's out of my comfort zone.
Absolutely, and like we appreciate that though, and like we understand that. I mean, Jake, you were shy with the not shy, but like it's tough.
Yeah, at
man.
first I
Like,
was like, I don't really know. I don't like because people are watching you. They don't even know, and the way the day and age of this world now, everybody just judges everybody has something to say about everything you fucking do.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, we're just trying to do a fucking podcast. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, all right, just keep scrolling, man.
Right.
yeah, move on.
You know,
Yeah.
like I don't need like your like and it actually brings up a funny point because Matt started posting on TikTok for us, and we had someone comment like, "Oh, if you guys are gonna do this legit, what's up with this like shit mics and shit cameras?" And then actually, this guy who has a decent following on TikTok clicked it and made a video on it and was like, "These two dudes are doing something that nobody really has the balls to do it. They'll say they'll do it, but they never do it."
Yeah.
And you have and he's like, "Are you gonna pay for them to get the stuff to make it look better? Like these guys are just starting out. Like
Right.
if you don't like the way the video looks, just scroll to the next video."
Yeah.
Yeah. It is
Like
funny
I want your support. I want you to watch our stuff. Actually, listen to what we talk about. Like I get it, our stuff's long, but it's interesting stuff. I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but it's like, come on, man. If you see the mics and you see the cameras, obviously we're starting out. If we weren't just starting out, we'd be sitting together every week with $100 mics,
Yeah.
a beautiful camera filming both of us, and one day, and we're gonna get there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I know we are. It's like just the comments. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I was nervous at first, but now after doing a whole season, it's just like cakewalk now.
Yeah.
What's when I first started, my first ever episode. If you're listening to us live on Facebook and YouTube, like you're more than welcome to go back to our Spotify catalog. And I still listen to like my first ever episode. It was right after Fontana in 2023. And I just listened. I'm like, what the hell? Like it was like I just wanted to like share my thoughts and just go from there. And it was like just some rambling. And I'm like, I remember like my dad and my brother were like my first two listens, and they were like, that was so great. And I was like, was it awesome? I never listened to the episode. I listened to the episode. I'm like, this is horrible. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, there's no way I'll watch this back because I definitely can't stand listening to my own voice in a recording.
Nah,
Like, if it's a video, I'm like, nope, I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta keep on scrolling.
It is funny though, because like Jake said, like we started getting big with TikTok over the last couple episodes. And the Facebook, I'll give the Facebook crowd a lot of credit. Facebook crowd, it's like, listen, I'll listen to you. If I don't like you, move on.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Listen, just for you to put eyes on our podcast, thank you. I appreciate it. TikTok, man, they just need to drill a point. It's like even when I had the legacy track conversation earlier in the show, like I posted that, and like one guy, you need to learn the sport and do your research. Like Atlanta did not come. I'm like, I know. I didn't write all the tracks down. I named them off the top of my head. I knew I missed a few. I apologize about that. And it's like TikTok, man, they just like Ty Gibbs too. I said something about Ty Gibbs being on the hot seat if he doesn't get it together. And all of a sudden, like this guy like ripped me a new one about how I don't know the business model of NASCAR. And I'm like, dude, like it's Joe Gibbs. It doesn't matter about Monster or anything. Like Monster will run in the Xfinity. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We do have someone chiming in on the Blown Engine chat line. Uh-oh. Sierra checks in. I'm making you watch it back later, Tyler. Don't worry. Smiley face.
Oh God.
It's all good. My wife tunes in, she tunes out. She's like, I don't know anything about NASCAR, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But
I'm surprised she's watching. She probably already got off. Well, now she
my wife will turn it on for the first 5 minutes and then turn it off, but then loves to watch NASCAR on Sunday because she goes, I hear enough of you on Sunday. I don't need to hear you for another hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean the things that wives and girlfriends do in life and all that type of stuff. It is funny because like my wife knows nothing about NASCAR, nothing. I took her to a Pocono race and she was like, "I get the appeal, but I'll never go back again, never." And I was like, "Well, at least you tried." Then she tunes on and then she always asks me. She goes, "Oh, well, how was your episode? I tuned in for like 5 minutes. I had no clue what you were talking about, but I tuned in." I was like, "Well, at least the viewership's up."
Yeah.
Right.
But Matt, like about TikTok, I think that sucks about TikTok is like you can make
The cesspool of human beings that are
yeah, you can make an
Yeah.
account on there without your name, nothing, no picture, and you just talk shit.
Yeah. Real
Like
quick, too,
Facebook, people are actually like, I'm not going to talk shit on Facebook, but people still do want to put their 2 cents in, which I'm fine. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
well, just type in that the Daytona Clash sucked, and you'll get everybody and their brother from commenting on the post.
Matt.
Yeah, real quick. I mean, obviously the race is still going on, folks, but SVG. Let's take a real quick moment to understand that he's in the lead right now. That is
Don't change the channel because it might change too fast.
Yeah. All right. I'm like,
I got you. No.
I think I'm a couple seconds behind you guys because you said "uh oh, Matt," and I just saw what you were saying "uh oh" too, and yeah. Well,
It's one of them nights.
yeah, it definitely is one of those.
I give them the
nights.
props that they're running it though. I'm happy. Like it.
Oh, here we go. Sorry to Jake to cut you off. My wife checked in, and we're gonna put this one up and proud and all that type of stuff. Oh wait, no, that's Tom. We're going to Tom first. I was lucky enough to get Heather to Lime Rock. That's his wife for a USAC race just to see the track, but she won't deal with the crowds of a NASCAR race. That's understandable, Tom. All right, here we go. My wife checks in. That's a great sick profile picture, Court, by the way. Let the record show Pocono was 1,000 degrees, and I'm a Casper White and still participated in support. She is Casper White. I think she got sunburned so bad that day. I think that's what it was too.
Oh, you're going with the Pocono. You're getting a nice suntan,
Yeah,
and you're getting burnt. Dover, you can do Dover. You roast too.
The first race I ever took her to, her favorite driver is Logano.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And, hey, it's made Logano grow on me too. So first race she ever goes to is Martinsville. It was the one where it was freezing ass cold. That spring race, and he got second. And I'm like, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And then I take her to Mother's Day Darlington, and he wins.
Oh God!
And I'm still yet to see Kyle Busch win a race in person at any level, except going to Millbridge. That don't count. But
I will say I've seen Chase Elliott win a race, but by rules, not actually win a race, because I was at Pocono when Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin both got DQ'd.
Yeah.
I came home that night. My phone blew up, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the hell happened?" I'm like, "I literally just drove from Pocono. What are you talking about?" Look, Chase Elliott was the winner. I'm like, he finished third.
yeah,
Tom checked in on the Blown Engine chat line. He said, going back to Pocono, he said Pocono is either hot or wet, or thunder and lightning. By the way,
Yep.
Thunder or lightning is a big one. Sierra checked back in. My least favorite race was the Coke 600 because it just went on and on and on, and then Tyler almost passed out. It was great. You got to tell us that story.
Oh, so we got like infield, like pre-race passes, and it was so hot, and I wanted to get the full experience, so we went early as hell.
Okay.
And we get there, and there's it's the June, the end of May, June here.
Mhm.
It's hot.
Yeah.
And there's no shade on the infield, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, I'm not feeling right, and I'm like wiping sweat, and there's no sweat left to wipe, and I'm like, I just don't feel right, and I'm trying to tell her, I'm like, you should go find me a drink. I'm like, I need a water, and she's like, you'll be all right, and I'm like, no. And about that time, like I just like this is my vision, and everything is just black, and finally I get a drink, and I'm like all but passed out. It was.
Oh man.
And then I just didn't feel good for the race because I was in the sun all day. Yeah. And that was when Busher hit the infield and flipped over.
Oh, no kidding. That was that race?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think, and Hamlin won, and
Hamlin won.
Kyle Busch got second, of course. I thought he had him. Yeah, your favorite driver is not supposed to win as soon as you start watching NASCAR.
No. I mean, unless well, we know
Speaking of
somebody
Joey,
who's
there he spun out.
we we know somebody who started out as a fan of somebody, and then they won the race when they went to Dover, and that person became a fan of Kyle Larson after they won. I was like,
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
they bought Brad Keselowski, like all this apparel of Brad K, and then they ended up with Kyle Larson won Dover, and they became a Larson fan. I'm like, what the hell? They're like, my favorite driver won the first race I went to. I'm like, you bought Brad gear. Speaking of Logano, there goes Logano.
Yeah, I mean, this race is just gonna get boring now. They're not even gonna get a freaking lap in.
It's just crash after crash.
Tom checked back in again. He goes, I was there at Pocono when the guy got hit by lightning. I'm all set with that. Yeah, that was bad. That wasn't good at all. That wasn't funny.
No.
That was a really sad story to tell.
It was. And it's scary because I was literally 10 feet away from somebody in Florida who got struck by lightning. It is a scary thing and it's not fucking funny, and it freaks the living dog shit out of you.
Sierra, she checked back in again, Tyler. She goes, I did not say you'll be all right. LOL. I said, okay, let's go get one. And you.
Oh yeah, that was because I'm trying to make it not apparent. I'm like, I just think I need a water. Like, you should just really go find me one. Then I'm like, okay, I've ran out of sweat. Like, I'm getting tunnel vision. And she's like, yeah, maybe we should go get you a drink. So I guess, yeah, technically she did say that. But I had to be like dead serious and be like, yeah, I'm about to pass out.
Yeah. That's scary too. That is
was
scary feeling.
very scary because I'm like, you just, your vision's just getting less and less.
Yeah.
And you're awake, but like you can't move, and you're like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the whole thing I keep saying. I'm like, I can't wait till it's like, because I posted something on the Facebook page, and I'm like, I can't wait to just be a 95-degree day with a bush in the hand. And I'm like, wait a second, do I really miss that day? Like, do I miss those days? Like when it's like you overdrink, and now you're like, we've gone to Pocono, and it's just like, oh, I'm sweating. I'm like, dude. So far, coming off the caution, we got Ryan Preece in the lead now. I feel pretty good that he pretty much is going to run away with this. Well, there's going to be a lot of cautions, but if it goes caution free, I think Preece may have this in the bag. I don't think SVG has a shot.
No. I mean, Gibbs is. He's got to get out of the way of Gibbs, and then Gibbs could stick with him.
That's true. I mean, it is a non-points paying race, so he is a factor.
Mm-hmm.
I am surprised though.
Just crash them all.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Host of ours right there. But I'm surprised Preece ended up taking the high line, so he must have found something up there that he likes. I mean, I'd be okay with Carson Hocevar end up winning this race. I mean, with all the troubles that he had in 2025, it'd be a good way to start the year off for him.
I'd be good with them throwing the checker flag right now too. This is just dragging on, man. Don't get me wrong. I love watching NASCAR. Just because it's this race. If it was any other race, I wouldn't care.
It's been 40 laps. Like, that's all they've got in. It's 40 laps.
Yeah.
Like,
they did the first 100 in an hour.
Yeah, no, I told Cord, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's going to be 2 hours max. That was 6 o'clock.
No, that's what I said, too. I was like, about 8 o'clock probably. We'll be
and there goes Ty Gibbs.
We're 42 minutes over.
And Kyle Busch just ate him.
Hocevar lost them. So everybody just piling in.
Oh, Larson made his way back up front.
I will say this, like, I know we got to the caution, but like, I just was sitting there saying Preece with the lead. I think he runs away with it, and no shot with SVG. SVG held his ground and he took the lead.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I know it's an expedition race, and I know it's a non-points paying race, but so far, the driver of the 97 kind of has impressed me a little bit. Now, granted, they are on rain tires, so it could be different, but maybe he did learn something this offseason.
The supercars race on, like, wet tires?
I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
So he probably has a little bit
experience,
of, and he did dominate at Chicago on the wet tires. So, I think part of that was the car, part of it because he knows how to run on rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what he needs, rain every week.
He'll be a Daytona 500 champion.
Wonder what NASCAR would do if some of these guys were just like, I'm just done. I'm gonna go park it. Something like-
Well, that's. I mean, are we starting to get to that hour of the race or that timing of the race where we're like, do some of these guys just basically say, "Hey, you know what? We're done." I don't.
Yeah, it
wanna
was.
sit
Yeah,
there
it
and
was.
wreck
It
anymore.
was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a driver, but 100%, I would be like, okay, I'm over this.
So they've only been 41 minutes of green
Yeah, that's
total for the
that's
whole race.
disgusting. The green, and by the way, folks, the green flag dropped at 6:06. I think it was 6:05,
Yeah,
maybe 6:10,
Almost
somewhere
3
around there.
hours
So
into a 200 lap race.
You're going on 2
on a
hours and
quarter of a-
40 minutes.
on a quarter of a mile track, by the way, quarter of a mile track.
Yep. I got like one caution left in me, and I'm gonna say it. They're not even gonna get through freaking turn one. It's gonna happen.
They wreck again.
I was gonna say they wrecked
Unless it
again.
never went green, but it said yellow and then red
Yeah.
on my screen. So
They wreck again. That's it. The live stream shut down. Appreciate everyone joining us tonight.
There's like, look, there's like maybe 15 cars on the track now, if even that.
they're probably just getting tired of being out there. It says everybody's on the lead lap.
You know, I looked wrong. It only looked like 15 because they were so spread apart.
Well, I mean, everyone's on the lead lap because they just had like 12 cautions in the last like 40
Yeah, that's true.
So at the end,
They got to just start counting these caution laps or something.
Yeah, I
They
don't like
gotta.
that they don't count the caution. This race would have been over an hour ago.
Yeah. Nah, they would have just been green, white, checker, green, white, checker, green,
Yep.
white, checker.
Oh, don't talk about it. Fox is probably like Fox is
They're-
that meme right now. But that guy behind the tree licking his lips, going,
Yeah,
"Green, checker, baby."
Their mouths are watering right now because they're gonna get one.
All right, so Trioval checked in. Trioval, thanks for sticking with us. He goes, that 41 minutes is the exact type of complaint I've had since the Coliseum race in LA was announced because quarter mile is too short, but this is typical Bowman Gray though.
Yeah.
And kind of going back to your initial point, Tyler, from like, early in the show, probably like 2 hours ago. This is why he didn't want it at Bowman's Gray.
Yeah, me and him had a conversation about how neither of us seem to enjoy Bowman Gray outside of even being NASCAR.
Yeah,
Just go to Hickory. They race for real. And it's
yeah, he
not
was pretty
far
high.
from here.
Yeah, he's pretty high on Hickory. He was talking. He was messaging. He messaged me about Hickory.
It puts on a good, like, they race good. I kind of wish NASCAR would go there, but they would turn it into this.
Where's Hickory at?
In Hickory.
North Carolina, right?
Yeah, Hickory,
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Gotcha.
There's a minor league baseball team there, so it's somewhat big of a town.
Gotcha. How far away from Winston-Salem?
I don't know. I think it's just out 40, so
Gotcha.
within an hour. It's only like 40 minutes for me, and I live
Gotcha.
on the opposite side of Mooresville, so if I lived on the other side, it would be closer. We're gonna get a lap in. We're gonna get a
Alright.
couple laps. Maybe they were just like, "All right, y'all, like, chill out. Let's get some laps done
Figure
here."
this out.
This Reddick is like all the way in the grass.
Zilch is slowing the top line up so much.
Someone's gonna go under him.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh, they were.
Look at this. This is probably the longest green flag there's been since before it rained. SVG's not getting away, that's for sure.
Like I said, it's been pretty impressive with him being in the front.
Suarez is
Yeah.
holding everybody up right there.
He is.
You're gonna get
All
dumped.
right. Triola said Hickory is 60 miles west of Winston-Salem.
There you
Google
go.
Maps says 68 miles west of I-40 from Bowman's Gray to Hickory Speedway. Thank you so much, Triola, for checking in with that. Yeah, definitely. I'm intrigued.
Larson ran out of gas.
There's a caution again, by the way. Probably
Is
because
there?
Larson.
Something happened. No, they're staying green.
Yeah, just give it a second.
You got the app up, don't you?
The scoring feed, yeah. I didn't know it was this far ahead. It says lap 152, so it should be. Yeah, Larson's on the grass now.
Oh, now they call. Now they threw it. Almost got 10 laps.
Just leave him there.
That's what. Yeah, just leave him there. It's like dirt racing. When you freaking when your car breaks down, you just sit in the middle of the freaking
Yeah, just put a tire out
track
behind
anyway.
him.
He's taking that to the garage. He's like, I've had enough. There goes host of our. He's going. See ya. Larson can't even make it up. He died.
We're starting to get process of elimination, just getting some of these cars off the track. You know.
I don't even think he can turn it.
Yeah, did something break or did you run out of gas? I don't think he would have ran out of gas.
They say he's out of gas.
Yeah, they got the gas can ready to go for him.
I can't hear it, but I have like the CC.
Why wouldn't I mean, I guess you don't do that. But if I was Kyle Busch is like, screw this.
Maybe they coming to get gas. That's embarrassing.
I mean, this is now this is the stupidity of this because he's out of gas. Let's call it as is. We know why he's out of gas. They continue running these caution laps that are not counting.
I guarantee you, half these guys are still out there going to run out of gas before it's over.
I have a feeling that this is going to go all night.
Yeah,
that's probably why Hocevar and them came in.
I mean, you're smart that you did. I wonder if a lot of these guys are going to come in from this caution. It's just going to slow the whole race down. This is.
I'm interested to see now if where the other cars are at with fuel in this race, because if they may end up having the red flag and get these guys gas to finish this race.
Yeah, they ran 500 laps.
Pretty much.
It feels like it. It's time to mount the TV right above you, above your computer.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
That's
why I got to. Yeah, this was my stupidity. And the worst part is I was home all day. I should have did this when I was at home. You know, just the TV right here. Yeah, in case you're tuning in to us, or if you've already heard it, sorry. Yeah, so my setup is bad. Jake and Tyler had the better setup. My TV's behind me, while the other two, their TV's, computer screen, TV's behind them. No, I decided to go the opposite way and become an idiot and just continue turning. So that's why if you see me moving around, it's because I'm watching the race behind me, not in front of me. So things you learn. All right. What do we got?
Damn, I didn't even realize we've been on here for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that. We started this episode, by the way, right when the green flag dropped, by the way.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I still got another 38 minutes until it's bedtime.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Here we go. Try Oval. He checked in. He goes, y'all better hope SVG don't win this preseason expedition race because if he gets confidence on ovals before the season starts, it might be a long season for some people. Oh, we know. We know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's interesting because like we were talking about certain drivers earlier in this broadcast that get a lot of hate for no reason. Like the SVG haters are pretty funny as well. They just legitimately like just pick him apart. Like, oh, road course Rainer, like this guy sucks everywhere else, like yada yada yada. Like all season long, you just heard it. I'm like, just enjoy what he does on the road courses. Like he's great on the road courses. Like, yeah, would I love to see him be competitive on ovals? Absolutely.
I think he's getting
But
there.
but it's going to take him some time. You got to remember too. Like, I mean, he was what part-time.
They're about to take this off of Fox, by the way.
Are they
My
really?
thing says program alert.
Oh yeah, that's on FS2 now.
FS2. Oh my goodness.
They don't even get FS1; they get FS2. Holy shit!
I don't even freaking think I got FS2 to be honest with you.
I
don't even
do.
care because I ain't even gonna watch it anymore. The minute this goes off Fox, I'm done. I'll look up the winner in 2 hours.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning actually.
So I'm just curious on when they're going to put it over to FS2. I guess 9:00.
Probably.
I mean, it'll be close to
Hopefully
the
they don't
race.
do it right.
If they don't have another caution in 7 minutes, they might only have like 10 laps left.
That would be
great. They're running 17.
For Fox to change this.
They're running 17-second laps. Yeah,
I would give it till 9:15, man. Like you can't take this off at 9:00. Like there's nothing. What the local news is coming on? Like what could be coming on at 9:00? The Masked Singer. Like,
I mean, there is going to be other cautions
on Wednesday.
Because if some of these guys are running out of fuel and came in for fuel, all these other guys, they all went out at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, while we were just talking about the broadcast going over from Fox to FS2, not 1, 2, by the way. Great move by Ryan Preece. Got right underneath SVG, put him right out of the way, and just rolled it.
Well, the beginning of that, you were looking at your computer in the beginning, but SVG was just kept putting him in the wall in the turns.
Yep.
Briscoe's gonna have to do the same thing.
Yep.
Maybe a little more.
He's just going to bump him out of the way.
I'm just impressed they got through 8 laps without a caution.
They did 9 before the Larson one, so let's see. They got to beat 9.
I just think it's funny that they're like still like the program alerts got going over to FS2. I'm like, you know, it's at 9:00. Yeah, right.
At 9:00 it's gonna be the news, and that's gonna be TV off.
I'm just trying to figure, like you said, I'm trying to figure out what's on Fox that's so critical because local news is like not at 10:00, isn't it? Oh, here he goes. Turn over to FS2.
The Masked Singer.
Is it really?
Tyler got it. Mine says next on Fox.
Yeah,
the Masked Singer
I see that.
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
I'm glad that trumps NASCAR.
We lost
the recording of the Masked Singer.
We lost the Clash to the Fear Factor.
Oh, Chase Elliott just ran out of gas.
He's out of gas too. Just put red flag this. Let everybody get fuel and come back out and let's finish this. My goodness.
That's what they're going to do.
He's definitely going to FS2 now.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if I have that channel.
All right. I know I have it. I don't use it.
Yeah.
I ain't even watch it anymore.
What's on FS1? That's so like. What's on FS1?
I don't know. Probably like the prelims of curling for the fucking Olympics.
College basketball is on
FS1.
Yeah. All right. Well, I switched that right over. It was right on there already. They took off some soccer game. The people will be pissed. How dare you take off my soccer for NASCAR?
Oh my god! If you're
I can't wait to read some of the comments.
They
took it off, put on other things. I couldn't watch a race.
Oh, I
The
did
damn-
that,
3
actually.
hours.
So for everyone who's tuning in, if you haven't figured it out by now, yes, Fox, the Clash has been moved from Fox National to FS2. So if you don't have FS2, I'm sorry, you're not going to finish the ending of this thriller of a race. But
Don't worry.
this, do you have FS2, Jake?
Yeah, I actually do have it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because it just would have been great to be like, oh, I'm done. I don't have to watch this anymore. But I'm gonna watch it
We have
until
to, right?
9:30 when my old ass is going to bed.
This is a great one, guys. Tom checked in on the Blown Engine chat line. If you're listening to us live, obviously Blown Engine chat line wide open for you guys. Chime on in. If my wife's listening to me, if you want to chime in and be like, Matt, it's bedtime. What are you doing? I completely understand. But Tom checked in. He goes, this does not happen on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, or Flow.
I was waiting for someone to put that comment. Yeah, Tyler, you
love
got to
it.
use that when people are commenting on your page. You'd be like, buy Prime. You would never have this problem.
You got the
Like, and if
you got the
If you want to
You got
watch
the
the race, no
dollars.
matter what happens, watch it on Apple, because I promise you. See, but F1 is like timed, so if they have a certain amount of laps, but we'll say 3 hours. I don't know what the actual like time is per race, but like once they take the green flag or the scheduled time starts, even if it's raining and they can only race one lap, that's what happens. That's kind of where I feel like maybe NASCAR should go.
Well, I used to love the green white checker when I was younger because I was always waiting for a wreck to happen because I'm like, oh, cool, I need more racing.
Yeah.
The older I've gotten, I do side with the older fan base. You go to scheduled distance. Enough of this green white checker nonsense.
There
Enough.
goes your boy. Briscoe got too unhappy with them.
Trioval
Wow.
checked in. This one's funny too. He goes, bro, NASCAR got moved off Fox to FS2. I know social media going stupid. You want to
my
report
gosh,
back?
SVG.
You want to report back to us, Trioval? Please. And there goes the SVG
And
Cinderella
he took
story.
out, and Zillich got took out. Oh, dude, just watch this. Briscoe just gets.
Just done.
He's like,
Tired of it.
just get out. Bubba got caught up. Big pile up. Chase Elliott said, I'm just going to ride the grass.
And Briscoe didn't even try to make that turn.
No.
I mean, that is a fair point, though. I do like that comment. This doesn't happen if it's on Amazon Prime, Apple TV.
Yeah, I love that comment.
I love it because there goes that whole, oh, Will Carr again is back at it, changing programs. You know what's on Amazon Prime? Nothing right now because it's streaming. We could have watched the whole race. I am going to chime in on. I'm going to see what's going on with this FS2. Oh, here's a comment on, going on Facebook. Here's a comment on Facebook. Dear NASCAR, bring back the shootout at either Daytona or Charlotte.
Having it in Charlotte is literally the same as having it where it is. Like
Seriously,
it's the weather.
Exactly.
Seriously, Fast Motorsports chimed in. They said it's not raining in LA. ... That's pretty cool. Trioval, he's out there fighting the good fight. He goes, remember that time they moved LA up a day? It wasn't raining in Winston-Salem that day. Oh my god. And again, if you're listening to us and you don't follow Trioval Life, you have to. This dude fights the good fight on Facebook and in NASCAR social media. He is a great follow. I'm just trying to find the FS2 comments. Probably have to go to the Facebook.
Probably on Twitter.
Yeah. So one thing I did notice though from the Clash before they started, they had basically something in the infield for Greg Biffle. Basically like a paint in the infield. I'm wondering if NASCAR is going to be doing that all season long at all the different tracks.
It should.
Yeah,
Where's it going
it's a nice little. That's a nice little touch. I think that Greg Biffle definitely deserves it. I would love to see it. I do like what RFK did with the paint schemes for Daytona too. I love that.
I'm surprised they didn't just put this on the app only.
We got Trioval checked in on the one end chat line. He goes, NASCAR could hold a race on the sun and would still get postponed due to weather. That's absolutely accurate. If you're having issues with weather, any city that's having issues with weather, just call NASCAR. You'll either get snow, you'll get a blizzard, you'll get thunderstorms, hurricane, whatever you need the crops to grow. Just call NASCAR. We'll just imagine a farmer calling up, "Hey NASCAR, I want to race here." Over under this season, how many races get rained out on Sunday?
Actually, I don't think there was any last year, was there?
Well, Daytona got rained, but they ran it at night.
Yeah, it still finished on the same day though. As far as I'm aware.
Pocono was the same way. They started.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think there was rain delays, but I think every race did finish on the day it was raced.
There's nothing more depressing as a NASCAR fan when you get tickets to a race and then it's the Jet Dryer 500. Like that pisses me off.
That was Pocono 2025.
Dover, Jake. Every single time they ran, when Dover was running in like that late April, early May, it was rain, and then everyone's like, "Why don't you go to Dover anymore?" I don't know, because I don't want to drive down there for the rain 500.
Like everybody, like people used to say who lived around the Dover area during when Dover was in that time frame, make sure you take off Monday because you're going to be coming back down.
Yep, that was. I'm happy they got rid of that date, but then they ran it. But then they ran it in July, and it got rained. Rain delay.
The first year.
Yeah. And I even told
funny.
you.
That's fucking funny.
Look at the laps counts for Trioval says. All right. I'm actually curious. How many rain delays did they have in 2025? New Hampshire's always notorious for a good rain next day, but they moved that date and they had a
everybody's going to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh, everybody's refueling. Well,
but what happens to the guys that just went and fueled? They're now going to be in the front.
Well, it's a red flag, probably, so you can't advance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
What do you think about IndyCar going to DC?
Ooh, that's a really, really hot topic right now.
Yeah. Not political. I'm keeping it out of politics.
No. I know what you're saying. Take it out, non-political related. I like it. I do. I think it's a good. This is one thing I've always said, and Jake can attest to this, and anyone who listens to us every week. I wish NASCAR would do a playbook like of doing a different street course in a city in America around the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Do a 10-year city rotation, right? Put one in Philadelphia, put one in Washington, D.C., put one in Seattle, put it all around the country. And I do like what Indy's doing with that. They're having that IndyCar race in Washington, D.C. I think it's really, I think in regards to the, event, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you be of interest if I don't even know where NASCAR is that weekend, but if they rearrange a schedule and did a doubleheader the same weekend?
I would love it. They're in Chicagoland.
Oh, I don't want to miss that.
I think it's the 4th of July weekend, right? Because they're celebrating America's 250.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know the Patriots have like the logo on their jersey, the 250. Yeah. So I think like everything will probably have that this year.
Yeah, I think
August 21st through the 23rd.
Okay. Trial will check in. I think IndyCar and DC is going to be aesthetically pleasant for the TV visuals. I totally agree with that. 100%. That is, Trial will said it best. For visually appealing, absolutely amazing. I mean, could you imagine with like National Mall and the Lincoln Memorial in the background as they're going around?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, like, Jake, you and I, like, we're based in Philadelphia, and I always said, like, if they could do a street course race through the city of Philadelphia and put make it go around like the art museum and Kelly Ave, I would absolutely love it. I just don't know where you cut it off on Kelly Ave because you're going to go into like North Philadelphia at that point. But
They could
I know our governor Josh Shapiro has been advocating. They're like, I want more races in Pennsylvania.
Yes,
I'm not going to take away Pocono, but I would love to have like a street course in Philadelphia.
So NASCAR is in New Hampshire the same weekend. It's like August 21st through the 23rd.
Yeah, I would love that doubleheader.
I think it would be cool. Too bad they didn't like plan that out like before.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah,
those two would try to plan. I don't know a little. Well,
especially with Penske.
Roger. Well, they are doing the truck race and in St. Pete in just a couple of weeks. And it's with IndyCar too.
Yep. And if you're just tuning in and you haven't heard the news, Dario Franchitti will be in a Tricon truck for that truck race, by the way. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Like I said, I would love for them to. I think the street course idea is a cool idea. I really do. I thought the Chicago street course was really cool. I thought, especially for the weekend of the 4th of July, ever since NASCAR lost that date at Daytona on the 4th of July, I was like, you want to do a street course? That's fine. Do it on that weekend and do a rotation all throughout the country in different cities. Like put one in Cleveland, Charlotte's going to be tough because they'll be like, okay, well, what are you going to take away? Like Charlotte Motor, you're not going to do that. But Atlanta would be a cool option. But then you have Atlanta Motor Speedway. But go to track.
I still think it should just be a rotational. If you give it do 2 years that way. In case something bad happens one year, like Chicago. But I don't want to do 3 straight years because then it will take forever to rotate. But you should be going to the top 5 to 10 biggest cities. I mean, IndyCar goes to Nashville, so logistically, imagine trying to race in New York City. That would probably be a pain.
That would be pretty interesting.
It would be cool.
That would be pretty cool. Los Angeles would be really cool, right? We don't have the Southern California market.
Yeah.
But I
don't know how the streets are are they good enough for cars to be on like that?
Yeah, you do a street course in Nashville, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Cleveland, Seattle. You guys want to go in the Pacific Northwest? There's your opportunity.
Yep.
I would love it. And then so Tri-Oval checked in twice. He goes, NASCAR's at New Hampshire that weekend because it's August 21st, 23rd. Yep. And then he checked in again and said, even though I'm biased to road course racing, I prefer each year have a rotational street course for cities without a cup race within 300 miles or outside 300 miles. I like that idea. Because there are I look at Pittsburgh and Cleveland, right? They don't have a cup race within that distance. Pittsburgh would be actually pretty cool with all the bridges.
That would be cool if they would have crossed one of them.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Logistically, I don't know if they'd be able to do that though, because
but they're all reduced speed limits to 35 miles an hour. But yeah, no, I like that idea. If you don't have a cup race within 300 miles, I like it. I mean, the only one I guess I would do, I don't know how far New Hampshire is from Boston, but I would sacrifice a New Hampshire date for a Boston street course.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Hell, I would do a street course around Disney World if I could. I just don't know if you could sacrifice. That'd be pretty cool, right? I just don't know if you'll have to close the parks down. They're not going to do that.
No.
Yeah.
Not for a NASCAR race.
No. F1 they would.
No, because they would get so much money.
The kickback on that would be funny.
Well, I officially turned the race off.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm exhausted, brother.
Yeah.
It was an early day, man. Freaking started work early today. This was fun though.
Okay.
I like doing the
Yeah.
live during the race. We might have to do another one. We have to pick another race this year to do that
Yeah, I'm all in.
on
I'm
a
all in
Sunday.
with this.
Maybe even do it
Yeah.
together and sit side by side. We can figure it out somehow.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll reach out to the guy on TikTok that complained about our equipment. Maybe.
Oh,
he can
yeah,
buy us
yeah,
equipment
yeah,
that
yeah,
have-
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe if you do it, maybe if you do it on TikTok, then you put the little screen at the bottom and like do the race too. Because I see people streaming races and football games all the time, and they don't get banned. So
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
TikTok just does not care.
You
Yeah,
don't
they
get
don't
banned
care.
unless you stream UFC fights because it's pay per view.
Well,
If it's TikTok does pay per view, you cannot stream.
Seattle, San Diego, Toronto, and Denver were 4 places when Chicago was announced. That's what Trial of a Life said. That's Seattle. I would love. I think Seattle would be really cool around the Space Needle. That would be visually appealing because you got the mountains in the background and all that type of stuff. San Diego, yeah, I mean San Diego, we're going there now. I like that. Toronto would be interesting, and Denver would be really cool too.
Yeah.
In
Denver
regards to
would be
visual, yeah, in regards to visualization, like that'd be pretty cool.
imagine if they like raced on like the Canadian side of like Niagara Falls, and you got Niagara Falls in the background.
That would be
Yeah,
sick.
that'd be pretty cool.
That would be.
Celebrating America. There we go. That, NASCAR,
Yep.
if you're listening, there we go. There's your idea. There's your $1 million
Exactly,
idea.
Yeah.
I know how much you love street courses and road courses, dude. All right, so I got the 2025 schedule up, and I wanted to look at races that got rained out. I think you're right. I don't think any of them got rained out.
No, I don't remember one being rained out. I don't remember a race going into a Monday.
I mean, Mexico City was rained, but they had the rain tires.
Mm-hmm.
The street course had rain a little bit, but they ran it. Dover was rained in the middle of the race. Then 14 laps to go, they held everybody for 14 laps.
Yeah. These cars are starting to, I think, find dry spots, so that's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna have to go and change the tires again. Just
Yeah, no,
finish
you're-
this race.
This is the longest 200 laps I've ever experienced in my life.
Hey, if you wanted NASCAR, you're getting it today.
Yeah. For
You
sure.
better not complain.
Well, for all the fans that have been waiting all off season, right? Here we are.
Yeah,
I mean,
here we
you got it. Yeah, no, they didn't. Going back to the point, no, they didn't get rained out at all last year.
I would like
That's
to see
on
how
you.
many actual laps they've ran.
That's crazy.
Well, Matt, I might have to dip on you guys so I can hit the hay.
No, you're good, dude. Yeah.
I want to stay
Yeah.
on, but
Now we're probably going to check out ourselves, and this
that was fun. I definitely want to do another one, though. We got to pick a
Mhm.
race that won't do this to us.
we
But anyway, it was fun, guys. That was fun. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Should all do it again. For sure.
yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think we're going to log off for tonight. All 3 of us, we're all going to log off and finish the 35 laps. Kind of get it done. Hopefully by 12 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
thanks everybody for tuning in to our live stream. Appreciate everyone, all love, support, Blown Engine Chat Line. Tyler, appreciate having you on. Again,
Yep.
if you have not followed him, Full Throttle Media, blow him up, please. That's your source of NASCAR coverage throughout the season. With all that being said, we got one more comment before we sign off from Trial of a Life. He goes, 165 laps under green, 130 plus under caution is what the lap counter showed earlier.
Oh my goodness.
That's insane. That's insane. They ran almost a 400 lap race.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, though, thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Had a blast with all of you. Be safe. We'll chat next week with all of you leading into the Daytona 500. I'm so
Yep.
excited. If you haven't followed us yet, follow us on Facebook at the Broken Wheel Bearing Podcast, YouTube at the Broken Wheel Bearing Podcast. Follow, again, Full Throttle Media on Facebook. Again, will not disappoint you. Have a wonderful night, guys. Be safe, be well. We'll chat next week.